Have we surprised you yet, Matt?
The fight was kind of crazy because like the first roll table, I was like, wonder which one you're gonna get. And
Mhm.
then getting the James Master duelist fight, it's like, oh man, that's a cool entry to the world. Because the other ones were cool, but I didn't think about the like grander implications I guess they had.
Mhm.
As far as the info you would just receive. But there were one or two other ones on the table that I was like, oh man, I was kind of curious if it was gonna be one of those.
Mhm.
So that was cool. I was surprised at how he landed a single shot. That was pretty wild to me. I thought that he was gonna be at least a semi, like, formative fight, and if he
Yeah.
would've landed a few more, it would've been a
Oh,
much harder
totally.
fight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, it's
Big
funny because
shot.
after all of our low-ass rolls on all the ability checks up to this point, I was not feeling very hopeful for our fight.
I
Me either.
know.
But we got some good rolls, and you're totally right that he had a lot of not so good rolls, so we
It was
lucked out in that regard.
crazy.
You got some crazy low roll, like crazy low.
Yeah, like what, at least 4 under 10?
Yeah,
Well, and
it
one of
was
them was a
wild.
nat one.
It was a
Yeah,
nat
followed
1.
by a nat 2, that was the funniest part.
Missed it 3 times, yes. Spare me, God. I'm just a little gnome boy.
Don't know, boy.
Mm,
Oh, boy.
No man who's lived a good life, but don't kill me.
I'm just a known man. I have my kids and wife.
Yeah.
I reposted
I'm taking
our music up, by the way.
The first one, The Adventure Begins?
Yeah, the journey
Okay.
begins.
Really, if anybody should die, it should be Lucius.
Yeah, he's naughty.
Well, also, like, if you worship a hedonist god and you died, wouldn't you just go to, like, a hedonist heaven?
Yeah, it's really a win-win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not afraid of death.
I mean, I'll go to the great workshop in the sky, so I'm also not afraid of death. But this atheist over here is going to get railroaded.
Humta isn't sure of his fate.
I pray for you. It's a little backhanded at the end, but he prays for you. Here, let me find his script. Well, I have what he always refers to God as. Because he has many titles.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So it's always just like, Dear God, the holy maker of all things, the almighty wonder bringer, and the lord of all smiths, please help Hum to see the light. Even though he's not a true smith and is just an alchemist. I think he could use your guidance. And that's it.
He actually has something like helpful to say every once in a while, even though he never greases his Runix cube.
Can you hear the clicks? Yeah, that's his brain. I got you.
I love it. I love it. Getting back into our game, heading back to the world and a massive continent zooming in to the small, tiny village of Long Barrow and the Tellman's roadside rest. As it'd be fairly early in the morning, just a little after sunrise. Would we have any early risers in the group? Anyone getting up particularly early?
Yeah. One has a weird, like, old man early rise.
I
Like,
love it.
man, 4:30. I slept in. Okay, not quite that extreme, but he's like a 6 o'clock on the dot,
Yeah, I love it.
if not a little beforehand.
Lucius is for sure sleeping in.
But I gotta loosen up the old body, do my stretches, grease my hinges.
I love it. It would probably be again fairly early, a little after sunrise. maybe for like a timestamp, it would be like 6:15, 6:20-ish range, getting close to 6:30. Before it would probably be, yeah, probably you, Warren. You can maybe loosely hear some people enter the tavern since it's just so quiet. You can vaguely make out like someone entering. You can begin to hear some voices sort of talking, like semi, sort of semi loud, sort of exclaiming. Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Warren.
You got too much hair in your ears, old man.
Keep some warm. Perception. Disadvantage.
Perception with disadvantage.
I got up in
Unmuffled.
You're caught. 9.
A 9. You're listening in. You can hear what sounds like Deborah, maybe 3 other people you don't really recognize, having a bit of like a back and forth heated conversation downstairs. You would know that no one else should be here. You haven't heard anyone come or go. Like, I guess unless they were here overnight, but you guys have the only rooms.
I might just go kind of out towards the lounge as if I was going to the lounge so I can just get a better ear sight. It's one of those, like, it's just exclamatory and be fine, or is this, like, gonna escalate?
Fair. That's fair.
Someone's being mean. Yeah, just trying to gauge situations, I guess. That's what I do right now. So it could be nothing. And I'll probably go to like the couch to like the top of the stairs.
That's fair.
And totally do one of those where I'm standing clearly listening, but if someone came up or saw me, I would act like I'm about to sit down. Because I'm old and I have my staff in my hand. Seeing in it.
Give me one more perception check, just a flat perception check this time.
18.
18.
The dice wanted me to have it.
I love it. Love it. You would pick up a little bit into the conversation. You can tell a little bit has already happened, at least as far as the beginning part. So you kind of come in partway through. But when you sort of tune in, you can hear what sounds like a voice that is unfamiliar. Look, you heard what she said. We have to notify, the Kingdom Knights. We send a rider or something. We don't have anyone here that could do anything about that. You'd hear another voice. Look, I know it's strange to believe, but it's what I saw. I barely got out of there in time. They chased me off the grounds, but I had never seen anything like it. I go there almost every other morning. You would hear a familiar voice, Deborah. Yeah, you're right. It's odd. It's very odd. I'm not sure. None of our couriers are currently here. They're all been sent off. I don't think we could get any knights here anytime soon. And, well, I'm not quite sure. And would probably hear a brief pause and a back and forth. What would Warren be doing?
Hearing that and kind of assessing and listening, now I think he would come down the stairs, but make a little more noise, kind of like, oh, I'm up. I'm just gonna head downstairs.
Old man coughs.
Ugh. Yeah.
Begin to head down. You can see Deborah, as well as her husband, assumingly. You can see Peter Tellman sort of flanking her side, as well as 2 other townsfolk. Neither one looks familiar, but they would all sort of turn and look at you. You would hear Deborah sort of chime up, sort of looking at you. Ah, Warren. Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Hi, new guests checking in? Or anyone interrupt anything? Literally interrupting.
No. These are locals here. Relem's wife, Cinna here, had quite a startling story about a morning prayer that she had. You'd see this half-elf woman look over at you. You could tell that she's been, maybe crying a bit earlier. She could see the sort of bit wear in her face and the sort of stricken look across her face and her husband's face. Um, l- Look, earlier this morning, I went to pay my respects at
Mhm.
the cemetery, and when I was passing by one of the mausoleums, these terrible skeleton
Mm.
creatures began to chase me. I ran off the
Oh,
grounds and lost them, but
okay.
I barely managed to get away before I got back into town.
Well, it's quite a thing to leave you rattled. Did they chase you beyond the cemetery, or? I don't mean to pry. I'm sure it's dramatic.
You would see her sort of like sit and ponder. Uh, no, well, no, I guess actually, as soon as I got off the cemetery grounds, they
Yeah,
sort of lost interest.
Okay, well that's good. So we know he'll be all nice and gesturing and like walk her over to the stools to like have a seat. She's a little upset. Well, that's good. I mean, that means, at least it's contained to the cemetery. And he'll look at Deborah and be like, kind of like that whispery, not whispery, like maybe some tea. And then
You'd see her look over at Peter and do almost the exact same thing to Peter, as he would give a bit of a nod and head back into the kitchen.
So just tell me, one more time, just from the top, any details you remember would be great. If you saw more than one skeleton, and I'd look at her husband and be like, maybe we could tell somebody to kind of pass the word to stay away from the cemetery.
Yes.
Huh.
I could do that now. I can go
Yeah, that'd be
let the
great.
trappers
Just
know. They can let
perfect.
the rest know.
Prevent this. And he's just going to be like nice and calm, like, it's okay, you're safe now. And then I'll look at Deborah and be like, well, or just say maybe nights were far away. I mean, my group's fairly capable if you want us just to check out the old grounds.
And Deborah giving you a look and looking back over to Cinna. Of course, yes. We don't have too much to offer, but perhaps a couple of gold. And Cinna looking over. Yes. If you can vacate these skeleton creatures from the grounds, that would be wonderful. I am a follower of the Raven Queen, and
Hmm.
these creations they're an abomination. They are
Okay.
in the absence of life.
Fair. Definitely something to be dealt with. So, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still got to talk to, my group. But I don't see why we wouldn't help. We go on adventures and such, plus it'll make such a great story. I mean, how often does this happen? I mean, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm glad you're safe. But
Thank you.
and
Thank
then he'll dump a little bit of his life story and his adventuring thing and talk about his book and his wife and why he thinks it's going to be a cool thing.
you. And like while that's happening, like Peter
Yeah,
comes out with the kettle, gives everyone some tea.
and then he'll probably share some stories and like blah 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 and basically run down the clock until the other two show up.
I love it. I love it.
Just kind of kicking his feet on the stool. I'd like to think he's casually finessing these people, but not in an intentional way. He's probably at a certain point like, you must be famished. Maybe we, wouldn't it be nice if we had something to just kind of snack on, calm her nerves. Even if he gets a bill at the end, but he's just dropping what he wants for the group.
That's fair. Peter probably would go back and at least get some of the bread from yesterday.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
gonna say,
toast it up.
Yeah. Just being like really sharing and calming and just sharing like fun stories. Probably a little more fun because no one's heard them yet.
Give me either a performance or a persuasion check or deception check, I guess.
Yeah.
With advantage.
He's just trying to like la la la.
Yeah.
An 11.
I mean, you're keeping their attention. They're definitely not on like the edge of their seat, but you're at least keeping everything sort of going. Cinna definitely at least seems to like have her mind taken off of everything as she's taking in a little bit of tea, a little bit of toast, maybe engaging in a couple of questions here or there with your stories.
I think it started out to be more of like, yeah, we're professional. Here's one of our adventuring tales. But he's like not even halfway through it, and he just keeps connecting to his kids. He's like, yeah, that reminds me of blah, blah, blah. And he's doing this now. I'm so proud. Anyway, so then there we were. And then I'll be like, oh, wait, I gave you the wrong name. That's so and so. And then I'll give a whole nother back. Anyway.
I love it.
Well, if Lucius is the one who sleeps in, I mean, Humta would probably be up next.
Makes a lot of sense. You were probably like beginning to stir as you saw Warren actually make his way downstairs.
Maybe he expected Warren to like come back, and then like after a good while of you not coming back, he's gonna be like, okay. Put on his armor, gather his things, and then go pound on Lucius's door. We know you will not wake up till someone wakes you up.
Well, yes.
It's time to wake. Time to eat.
Fine.
I will wait here, or you will sleep.
I will come. What's for breakfast?
Hopefully not pork and potatoes.
Bread and pocket granola.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, we get it.
You see Lucius just grab his pack. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. You see the pair of you make your way downstairs, probably in the midst of one of Warren's many stories you've heard, seeing this nice half-elfin lady sitting with him at the bar, as well as Deborah Tellman and assumingly Peter Tellman, both standing behind the bar. And see a small kettle letting off just a little bit of steam, as well as a plate of like 3 or 4 pieces of this like toast sort of left over from the handful that have already been eaten. Good morning. Lucius, and I don't believe I caught your name. Humta, yes, it's so good to see both of you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Coffee.
Oh, now you make me yawn. Warren yawns.
Coffee, easy enough. Peter, please. I think the least we could do is maybe give our potential helpers here a pot of coffee on the house. Peter giving a bit of a nod. Of course, dear. Of course, yes.
That reminds me. I'll swivel in my stool. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, how about a little bit of an adventure today and check out a cemetery?
Why?
Oh, why?
Yeah, so it might have like reanimated skeletons, and it might be a problem. And I was just like, you know what? They don't have help nearby. We're adventurers, so I offered to potentially take a look for that.
Isn't it a little early in the morning for reanimated dead?
I mean, it's all perspective. It might be late for them, so.
Do I have any history? Do I know anything about reanimated dead?
Give me a history check. I'll let you decide normal, advantage, or disadvantage.
Let me see.
You're into some weird stuff, Humta.
You said history?
Yeah, history, or I guess religion. I could see both making sense.
I'm trying to think if there might be any history of reanimated dead in the city he grew up in, you know?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
can I
fair.
do a religion?
Yeah, give me a religion check.
I'll wait for Humta to go first.
I'll say that maybe there is there, but there's no guarantee it's like the same, and Hunta didn't like it there. So we'll just make it a flat history check.
Sure. I like it.
18.
18. Nice.
I think it's the best skill check he's rolled.
Super
Right?
solid.
And it's about undead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you want me to roll now, Matt? Did you want to
Uh,
explain?
no, you can hit a religion check as well if you'd like.
Okay.
can
I'm just
kind
gonna
of-
do it. 13.
13.
Yours.
We'll say as soon as undead are brought up, it probably would be you, Humta, that has a little bit more of like an inkling into what exactly that could entail. As to why they would be popping up, it could be a litany of options. Especially like conversing back and forth a little bit with Lucius. Like it could be many things that could be raising them. But with an 18 history and maybe even a little bit of help from the religion check, you would at least be able to remember, at least from somewhere in your past, that most undead, if they're sort of skeleton in nature, like these were described to you, they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage and typically immune to poison damage and poisoning. But as far as how durable they are, how fast they could be, what weapons or attacks they may have, that's sort of up in the air.
Do I have any inkling on the suspicion that they can't leave the cemetery?
It could be related to their origin. It could be because they were risen there and they're just sort of drawn to this place. Not exactly sure without a little bit more info.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hunta will pass that along. He's willing to check it out. He's not like it. Ultimately, depends on how many there are, whether he thinks they can handle it.
We'll just get a sense for the place.
I mean, I don't want to be that person, but what's in it for us?
Okay, Lucius. Well, they might not have much, but a little bit of gold.
The bibbing how much?
I think the gesture is nice enough.
But like number, ballpark estimate?
Okay. So sorry for my friend.
You would see Senna sort of like give you like a bit of a look and maybe like a hand on the shoulder, Warren. It's totally fine. It sounded like maybe Deborah and the Tellmans would donate some amount of funds. I think me and my husband, if we dip into our savings, we could wager a few gold pieces for each of you. Maybe 2, 3 pieces on our own. Deborah sort of chiming in. I think we could likely do the same. Maybe 5 gold pieces for each of you for successfully, I guess, suppose clearing these skeletal creatures.
There. Lucius, is that enough for you?
I mean, it's worthy of getting out of bed for.
Okay, I think he says that's more than enough. Thank you. But yeah, we'll check it out. And regardless, we'll at least report back.
And Deborah would give a bit of a nod. That would be
Yeah.
much appreciated. Having the cemetery cleared would be very good, especially with Relom off, letting everyone know to stay away. Word may spread to travelers, and the sooner we could have that cleared, the better. Upon returning, we'd be more than happy to possibly offer some lunch or dinner, I suppose, whenever it is you'd be getting back. The cemetery is just maybe 10, 15 minutes outside of town. Isn't that right,
Oh.
Senna? Senna giving a bit of a nod. That's right. Yes, it's just a little bit outside of town, just a little bit eastward. Not terribly close to the mountains or even too far into the forest, but just a little out of the ways.
Oh, it's not bad. It's still pretty early. How long would it take to get to the next town after this one?
The next town, you have about another 2 days, 3 days,
Oh,
give or
okay.
take.
So leaving in the afternoon versus morning isn't like a big deal.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a huge deal breaker if you guys were able to leave later in the day. Like, get you on the road a little bit sooner.
All right. Well, guys, ready? We can eat on the go, right? And then
Yeah.
we'll get proper lunch after.
Okay, fine.
I know. Let's see us fight on a full stomach. Cramp up. See, man loses lunch once that way. Dignity is everything. And he'll just kind of like start walking off with this slight limp in his walking stick.
I love it. I love it. As we would see our party begin to make their way out of Tellman's roadside rest into Longborough proper, beginning to head just a little bit off, a little bit of ways to the east. We'll say mechanically, go ahead and take off 1 day of rations, unless
Oh no.
you'd rather hope and wait and see if you guys get a meal afterwards. It's up to you.
Did we just start with the starting rations?
Yes.
The 10? Okay, just make sure. So we're at 9, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
your packs gave you different amounts. You guys
Oh,
all may
okay.
have explorers, but I think
My
it's
bad.
10 to 5 is what
Then give
most
me
of the
10.
packs give you.
Just want to make sure I use the 1. Okay.
Yeah, Humtel will eat.
Oops.
Lucius.
Yeah. Eat on the way. Nom 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 nom.
I didn't expect another potential fight.
We can be stealthy.
I mean, both in
Dun.
scale mail.
I know. We did take off our armor and risk a lot. I think we could win.
As we would see our party begin to head over to the cemetery. That maybe 15, 20-ish minute journey following a very loose pathway that sort of cuts into the forest a bit, winding through and between some large trees. And after a brief travel, you would eventually come upon the cemetery grounds. This cleared out, a very large opening here in the forest. Beginning to walk onto the grounds and look about, you can see the various headstones. Some of the resting places would be unmarked. Some have just simple placements of stones. Some aged memorabilia left behind, keepsakes left at grave sites. Everyone give me some perception checks. As you begin to walk, and you can see one of the few large mausoleums here that you were sort of directed to as you see it and begin to
Consistent.
approach.
17.
11.
11. As you all see the fairly large mausoleum beginning to approach, you can see that steps would sort of lead up to the large stone door. You can see the stone door itself would actually be opened up just a little bit, enough to where creatures could easily pass in or out, passing by some of the large hedges and sort of overgrown bushes and sections of the cemetery. You would get closer to this large mausoleum, not seeing anything at first, but it would actually be Lucius, who, as soon as you begin to approach the large mausoleum, the bushes flanking the sides, you begin to hear rattles as bones begin to pull themselves together as if they were in a hidden pile, seeing two skeletons quickly emerge and quickly assemble as they would begin to scramble forward at our party.
I think you
Let's
would
go
kind
ahead.
of like screech and like kind of hide behind Warren a little bit. Like, no, 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 I don't like that.
Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Let me check.
Ooh, that's bad.
Ooh, nice. Got 5. We got 17. It's a balance.
Good.
That's beautiful.
Lucius, my guy.
Why you gotta hide behind me, bro? I just little dude.
As these sort of skeletons come into existence, almost the bones pulling together, you can hear them beginning to clatter together, shambling with these loose, rusted weapons in hand. And we'll go to the top of the round with Humta, the big 17.
Get him, Humta.
Let's see.
Eat their ass. What does Humpty use?
Oh,
Like his weapons.
Yeah.
He has 2 spears and a crossbow, all of which
okay.
are piercing damage, I believe.
one's a throwing spear and one's a stabbing spear.
Yeah, old stabby and throwy.
Yeah. Carved into the spear handle.
No,
I gotta
threw
check
my
each one.
stabbing spear. Damn it.
Oh no! Is he gonna be mad?
Sorry. So let me get this shit out.
I was just curious if you had a shield, I guess.
No, I do not.
I need to kill him. I'm not gonna get him to level 3. It's not worth it. But boy, oh boy, when I'm level 3, watch out, world.
So okay, I'll just explain why I'm feeling. Wait, can I do this? I could do that. Oh, I'd have to do this. I don't know about that. How tall are these steps here? Like,
They each go up just like a couple feet at a time. You can tell the mausoleum has a little bit of like a base that it sort of raises up to the large stone door.
Too tall. Like you shoot over him.
You could probably shoot through it, especially at the base there where you're drawing that line. You could definitely line of sight both of those guys.
I guess just I'll go with his first instinct for now. He'll go ahead and shoot this one here, this crossbow.
Get him.
Ugh.
Oh, an 11 will miss. Shot going wide.
He's gonna retreat. Can I go like, you know, just outside this square here?
Can you abandon your friends?
We're
Yes,
going
you
to
can.
keep it to the battlefield size.
Okay.
Just for ease of reference, we're keeping it to this little square.
Okay. Then he'll move here.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
I think that's it.
Why do all my friends run away from me all the time? What is happening?
Go to the skeletons. 5, 10.
Oh God!
They will both go to the closest target as they shamble forward, bringing up their rusted short swords. You see these skeletons just both swing.
Let me get tetanus.
Get him,
9.
Warren.
Damn miss.
Second one will swing.
Ooh.
21.
My old feeble body.
You take 7
Oh,
points
God.
of piercing damage.
Okay. Don't mind the blood coming out of my mouth. It's not mine.
That will end the skeleton's turn, bringing us to Warren.
Jeez. Christ. Oh, man.
TPK. TPK.
BBA. Get there, you cowards.
You got this. You got
Someone has
this.
to survive and deliver the journal.
Where are you going? It could be me. I can survive it. I can turn into
Yeah, I was just saying someone.
Yeah, get in there. Yeah. It's hard being level 1 because there's so few things. And I'm like, give
I
me
know.
something. Help me.
Oh, me.
Uh, let's see. Find. Yeah, I don't care. I'm staying. I guess I'm just gonna be in the tank.
Oh my
These
god.
heroes. I'll never die, damn it. And a 6. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice,
Can I use
nice.
my bonus action to push this guy?
Yeah. Give
What
me a
type of-
athletics check.
Guy.
Athletics v athletics. Rolls a
Shit strength.
7.
Oh, thank God.
Nice. Old man strength.
Yeah.
You shove it back 5 feet. Its bones
Nah.
just sort of clatter as it stays on its feet.
Okay, I'll go 5, 10. And shift around him. And that'll be my turn.
Beautiful. That will close out Warren's turn and take us to Lucius.
Does this motherfucker look like he's wearing armor?
You would see he has like armor scraps on. It's like old rusted armor that was once probably pretty protective, but now it's just like offering like partial protection. So it's not
Could,
proper armor.
could I
Punch
argue
him.
for advantage on shocking grasp still?
Yeah, most definitely. It's predominantly metal. What's left over, most definitely could shock and grasp.
What kind
Yeah,
of damage do your fists do?
regular bludgeoning. I think. Anyway, shocking grasp.
Get it?
17. Roll one more time. One more time.
Oh,
If you make
yeah.
crit.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage.
You
Yeah!
crit
Hey.
that 20. Let's
He's
fucking
immune to
go,
lightning
dude.
damage. Oh, wait, get him.
Thank God.
Gobbed. 8.
It rolled a fucking 1
Damn.
again.
Lord, give it one, take
Well,
it
good
from
thing
me.
you got 2.
The skeleton sort of shocking heavily. It would remain on its feet, but charred. It is close to dropping.
And then we would do our fun little flips away.
What?
It can't use its reaction.
I don't. Why? Hey, bye.
Can't use its reaction.
I mean, you have to abandon me all the time. Just run. Just run
You
away.
can't disengage.
I already called myself a tank. It's fine. It's fine. Goddamn cowards.
He would blow Warren a kiss as he flipped away.
Warren
That's
grabs
rude.
it, he puts it in his pocket, and then when his hand comes out, he's flipping you off.
All right.
That'll be Lucius's turn.
Close out the round as we will move back to Humta.
Alrighty. Let's see how this goes. Humtot is gonna run back around to like here. Or maybe here. Yeah. And then he's going to cast Humta's Caustic Brew.
Ooh.
I need a
Dex
DC 13 dex save.
Ooh,
Bitch.
17. That was no damage. Yeah, no damage. So your brew spreads, and the skeleton manages to sidestep mindlessly as it's just wandering towards Warren.
So do I have to stay standing in this spot? Like, how does that work? Can I move in a straight line while I'm holding concentration?
What are you concentrating on?
Is this one a concentration? I didn't know
I thought
that.
so. Let
I
me
think it's
see.
a one and done.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, if they get sprayed with it, then it's concentration for how long?
I don't think concentration has anything to do with it. They're covered
Yeah.
in acid until they take a turn to wipe it off.
Concentration.
Oh.
Oh, up to 1 minute. I would imagine it's once they're covered in the acid.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes the most sense.
And then if they wipe it off, then there's no point in holding it, or if they hurt you, it disappears.
Okay, yeah. So he missed, but
Ooh, unless you just vomit it for a minute, that'd be wild.
well, yeah, that's kind of
No,
how I
'cause
always
they're covered
imagined
in
it.
it,
So I'm
yeah.
glad it makes sense now.
I thought it was just a single stream, like a blood.
Yeah.
But I like to imagine that instead of like it coming out of his mouth or whatever, he has like a flask,
Ooh.
and then a seemingly
Okay.
like nonsensical amount of acid comes pouring out of it.
It
He like
just
kind of tosses it.
just bursts out of it.
Like when you
Mhm.
shake
I
the
love
champagne
that.
bottle and pop the cork.
Endless decanter.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's probably like, it worked!
Damn it. If it worked.
Why don't you just shoot it?
I love that. Anything else for Humta?
Let's see, that's 20 feet of his movement. And his action. Yeah, it's gonna be it. I guess he'll start getting his crossbow ready again, trying to decide what he wants to do next.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll move to the skeletons. 5, 10, 15 as the second one closes in on you.
Baby
They'll
bro.
both take some swings with their short swords. The first one, the more busted up one.
Misses.
11.
You got
Miss.
this.
The untouched one will swing. 15.
Oh, thank God. Misses.
Misses as both
Nice.
swings go wide as you manage to block them and
Oh,
dodge. That will bring us to your turn, Warren. These two skeletons staring you down, looming tall.
I'll just hit the really hurt one with the staff. Well, I'm going to try to hit it with my staff.
You got it.
Oh.
You got this.
Oi.
And we're wide.
Nine
Back, you
missing.
demons. I have friends that will abandon me, even though they're heavily armored in melee. Said, get back. And that's his turn.
All right, we'll close out Warren's turn. Take us to Lucius.
Lucius will do some cartwheels over to Warren, and as he lands, he will like Superman punch the one that he already shocking grasped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A 9 missing.
oh, try one more time. Oh
What?
god.
Oh, God. A natural one. Going wide. Oh, my God.
1-2 pa 1-2.
You cartwheeled in. That's not the basics.
Wasted all of your concentration.
You fatigued. You tired.
Oh, man.
That's how I die.
Probably.
All
I
right.
should have stayed home with my family.
Anything else for Lucius?
No, that'll be it for Lucius.
All right. We'll close out our round. Bring us to Humta.
Now save us.
I'm just gonna try again.
No, just hit him. Just punch him in the face.
I'm just popping another flask.
No, he's got like one hit point.
Got this.
Yeah, so I just need dex saving throws from both of them.
All right. We'll start with the untouched one first. Dex save.
What a bitch.
21.
Ish.
We'll go to the damaged one.
Yeah.
Natural one. What does this look like as you destroy the damaged skeleton?
He pops that like flask, gives it like a shake, like with his thumb over the cork or whatever, and then like releases, and it just like spews out, like almost sparkling. Like I like that carbonation kind of like imagery, but it's that orange and yellow kind of mix of his magic,
Cool.
and it flies out, and then as it lands on the one, it just like immediately starts sizzling and popping, and like it probably smells terrible 'cause it's an undead creature on top of everything. Noxious orange fumes rising up as it melts into nothing.
Gross.
That's badass.
Nom nom nom.
Nom, nom.
All right. Anything else for Humta?
It's a bone broth. It's good for you.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. When did I do that? Yeah, so that's it. And he's also out of spell slots, so don't die, okay?
Now we'll move us to the skeleton, the last one. And we'll pull up its short sword and swing it down towards you, Warren.
What I do? I've done. Kid beat.
Dude.
An 11.
Misses.
Going wide.
I gotta get a shield.
I will end out our skeleton's turn. Bring us to Warren.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
8 bludgeoning? Does bludgeoning
8
do more damage?
bludgeoning, and these are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So
Fucking
Warren,
knew
how
it.
do you destroy the skeleton in one shot?
I like to think me and the skeleton both lean back as the acid comes by, and as soon as the stream stopped, like, it's just the fucking quarterstaff coming down across his face.
I
And
love
he just
that.
kind of crumbles below.
Bringing it all the way through its skeletal remains as it clatters down to the ground in a heap of remains. As that ends our initiative.
We did it.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray.
Now a little bit of his spryness disappears, and he kind of goes back to his more old man.
Punching
My.
over his quarterstaff.
Just a little bit, yeah. His normal walk turned into his, like, 3/4 more cautious walking.
Looking at the skeletal remains, there's no armor or anything to grab or pick up. You could grab some bone pieces. There would be their rusted short swords. That would be the only loot that these things would leave behind.
Are there any potential magical properties for like undead remains? I don't know. I'll probably take some.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, that's athletics.
Never know you need residue of human.
19.
19. Dead man's remains could be useful in some various concoctions.
I'll take some of that. Take what my acid didn't mess up.
And yeah, there's like a whole one that didn't even get touched. The one that Warren smacked through. So yeah, you're totally good to grab as many of those as you want.
What should I put, like, weight-wise?
Do you want to grab like a pound of it? Just like a good hefty like pouch full.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I have, like some, wax leather or whatever that I just kind of, like, wrap it up in.
hmm
So I'll say 1 pound dead man's flesh.
Yummy.
Dead man's bones. These dudes are mainly bones.
Oh, right. Yeah, dead man's bones.
Hitman's remains. Oh, that's.
Uh,
I was like, man, why did I get the look over? I'm chewing on that.
all of you give me some perception checks.
doing it.
Warren, since you moved closer to the door, I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to go check out the door.
11.
15.
15.
Checking stuff out, see if it's really king.
Makes sense.
12.
Humped is a little distracted.
Mhm.
Warren, you
Forgot
hear
my glasses.
something. You can't tell if it's coming from inside the mausoleum or at the cemetery proper. But you begin getting closer to the door. You think you hear something coming from inside. But it would be Lucius again with our highest perception. Where you swear inside the mausoleum, almost like too far away, as if it heads down, like it's subterranean. You can hear what sounds like clattering bones, possibly more of these skeletons resting deep inside this mausoleum.
Warren, I would stay away from that door. It sounds like there are a bunch. Sounds like there are more of them down there.
Oh. Well, I mean, how else are you supposed to figure out what's going on?
I mean, I'm not really here to find out about the rest of them. We were just here to clean up the ones that got out, yeah?
I mean, no. I see where you're coming from. But they're pretty susceptible. The staff to just bludgeoning. And you've got your fists, which should be okay, right?
Yeah, I don't know how many are down there, and I don't particularly care to find out.
I mean, maybe just take a look.
Humta does not have any more magic acid.
Yeah. That's fine. That might actually be a good thing. I'll turn around just to check the door. Is it like locked and shut, or
Nah,
is it like open and they came out?
Yeah, the large stone door is definitely like ajar. Not like wide open, but it's partially open enough to where something could slip in and out pretty easily.
Is there like a physical lock on this door, a magical lock at all? Like if I shut it, is there a way to like know it's secure?
No, not that you can tell, other than the fact it's just like a large, thick door. You could always try like wedging it with like pitons, I think is what they're, or pythons, whatever they're called.
I took them out of my bag.
That's fair.
I had to save weight, so I took stuff out.
I don't think I took anything out of my bag. Do I have them? Let's see. Yeah, I have them if we need.
Well, I like Tinker stuff. Kind of did a few jobs. So I was like, okay.
Who can be the most stealthy?
Well, yes. I have a 2 stealth. Oh, actually, 2 stealth. Give him guidance.
I have a 1.
I have a 3.
Wait, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Perfect. We'll shut the door and lock you in.
You're a rat.
So let us
You're
know
the
if you need
canary
out.
in the coal mine. Scream if you're dying.
Don't worry, it'll be very loud.
I'm sorry, actually, if you're dying, go ahead and just keep it down. I can use it. This is a place of rest. You get it.
I love it. So you guys are sending Lucius in just to check out what's going on in there?
Yeah. Well,
That's what
guidance.
Hunta's proposing.
All right. Sound like he's getting a little bit of guidance from Humta before stealthing in.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Been
Did you want to
nice
use your guidance on the
to-
stealth, or do you want to hold on to the guidance, Lucius?
I'd like to use it
Oh.
on stealth.
Yeah, I think that's most important.
Beautiful. Give me a stealth check with that guidance as you sort of begin passing through that narrow opening in the door.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Ew. Even 10.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to pull your token down here, Lucius, as you sort of step up to that door and been sort of pass through.
Down here, map. Bye, Lucius. Hope you find your dad.
Hmm.
There we go. Did it focus for you there, Chansey?
Yeah.
So as you sort of pass in and look about, you feel pretty confident in your stealth. You can loosely hear some clattering going on from up to the left and up to the right a little bit. Give me a perception check.
Ugh,
Oh, an
another
Rough.
8.
This truly is a rough game.
8.
So many of our rolls are just so low.
We're fighters, not role players,
This is
apparently.
a slog. Yeah, this is rough to get through.
As you take a step sort of up a little bit more and sort of look ahead, you don't see anything. To your left, you don't really see anything. To your right, you think you see one skeleton kind of lumbering about like, far off to the right, as if there's like another chamber that these set of stairs sort of lead down into. As you sort of take in the space that you're looking at, you can see this wide open, almost chamber and stairs that lead up sort of ahead on the opposite side of this chamber, stairs that lead to the left and to the right into off chambers. And you would see these open sort of caskets, these old resting places that have been broken open, assuming that that's where these skeletal remains came from.
Hmm.
But you feel confident that they haven't picked up on your whereabouts, your presence.
I think that he would try to make it to the other stairway. Like right over right here.
Zenith, give me one more stealth check. DC won't be increased or anything. Not too bad. You passed your
God
last one.
damn.
What is
Oh,
that?
man.
I'll save you, big bird. Just let me know.
As you get to that other side, you move to those stairs. And as you sort of take a step onto these stairs, one of the bricks sort of caves in and it's faulty, hollowed out. And your foot sinks in, making a heavy breaking in noise. And you can hear some of the skeletons begin to turn and begin to move in your direction. What do you do in this split second moment of realization?
I think he just kind of gets closer back to the point of where he was, and then he starts yelling back towards the door. I think they're coming.
We shut the door on him. I know he yelled that, but did we hear the brick thing too?
You maybe loosely heard like a noise happen in
Okay.
there. None of you had great perceptions. You weren't exactly sure what it was, but you definitely hear him shout up, I think they're coming.
Just curious if it was like loud ass noise and then silence, and then they're
It's like
coming.
tiny noise, like someone like maybe dropped a rock, maybe.
Yeah,
and then,
it's-
I think they're coming. You guys heading in, or are you waiting at the mouth? What's our outside team's plan in this split second?
I'd start heading. Let me put myself in his shoes real quick. Okay. Honestly, I would ask. Can you tell how many?
No. More than one.
Want to
Come
go
out.
in? Fuck. All right. I'll get him to. Do you think he could lead him to the top of the stairs, and we could just kind of like beat him up here? Yeah. Channel him, or is that too much? Keep running,
Axis-
Lucius.
Which is unclear.
We'll say in this split second, as you sort of get to that like stairs.
Warren's squared up at the top of the stairs. Just that's what he's doing.
On the inside or outside of the door?
Sorry, I kind of got moved when.
Yeah, sorry, the ping pulls
No,
all y'all.
you're good. I just didn't correct it. If he opened the door,
No one opened it, as far as I know. He just slipped in.
sorry, let me phrase it this way, because the door was ajar and he slipped in. I don't know why in my brain I pictured him going like downstairs.
He definitely
So-
does go downstairs.
Oh, okay. Then unfix my slight confusion. I would be in there at the top of those stairs.
Got you. I will
Sorry.
bring
Yeah,
your
I
token
confused it.
over. Would Humpta be joining, or would Humpta be on the outside of that cracked door?
I mean, I had imagined Humpta waiting on the outside door in case we need to slam it shut and try to like fix it closed. So maybe he's got his head peeked around to look at you as you're looking down the stairs looking for
I like-
Lucius.
Well, my curiosity would have gotten me. So once I knew like kind of the initial room was clear, he would have kind of slipped in to look around. But he would have, for the sake of stealth, not followed down the stairs. That helps.
Okay, I got you. So I'm gonna do some movements, and this will all be simultaneous. So it all sort of
Mhm.
happens at the same moment. But let me see what's these guys' movement. 5, 10, 15.
But yeah, I'd be in the little mausoleum. Just at the top.
Oh god, there's a lot more than one.
How much is a lot more?
1, 2.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me. Well,
five,
yeah, I asked you how much. Can it, Lucius?
So there's
Oh.
your view, Warren, as you like slip in like seconds after Lucian's like, "There's more of them." Oh god.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't want to move anything, but I just like that. There's like an underground map for this. Unless we piece it together, then kudos. Sorry. How many did you see? Would you be able to relay that in real time?
So let's go ahead and let's roll for initiative, just for turn order. 'Cause if they get to you, they're going to try to get to you. But if you get out, you can get out. So it's definitely up to you. Combat doesn't mean you have to fight. It's just to give us a loose tracking of where we're at.
Oh, thank
Or-
God. I see at least 7.
Let's fight him. All right.
Okay, but not down here.
I have a plan. Let's get outside. Would they chase us outside? I can see our teams. Wait.
Roll for the skeletons. 15 for the skeletons.
Oh, fuck.
Yikes.
Wait, do we get around or do the skeletons ready? We have a
Uh,
chance.
It all sort of happened at the same time as you come
Okay.
in, see this, and then like Lucius is like, "There's like 7 of
Steps on
them."
the thing and then they cool. So this is all of us like seeing each other.
Yeah. This is us just getting everything on a bit more of an
Okay.
organized table of things. So picking up with our turn order, Lucius with the 16, top of
Oh,
initiative.
thank God. I have
Well,
such
What
a
would you like to do?
what's your plan? Because I don't want to be in here.
Let's get out of here first, and then I'll tell you as we run.
Deal. He will be lining it backwards.
Easy enough, easy enough. So what's your 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 gets you to the top of the stairs? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so 20 gets you
Yeah,
to the
which gives
top of
me
the
10.
stairs. Gives you 10. What's your movement?
Oh, I have 35.
Yeah, so you
Mhm.
have 15. So here, I'll move your token back outside. Let me drag it for you.
Yeah. What is that?
So you are, boop, you're right there next to Humta, and you have 15 feet of movement. I guess it'd be 20. 5 would get you right there. So you have 10 more feet of movement.
Hamta, back up. I think that Lucius is gonna hold the position there because I think that Warren is gonna come out and we're gonna hold the front line. I don't know what his plan is, but that's what I'm hoping. What's your plan?
He shouts as he runs past you.
I think I have to answer on my turn. I didn't tell you on the run. I gotta wait.
He'll stop his movement there. God damn it.
Just
Oh,
leave a little
great music
space.
choice, by the way, Bryce.
I was listening to it.
I said great music choice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I thought you said space choice. I thought you were talking about where I was standing on the stairs, and I was like, thanks.
Space music choice, my God. Space music choice. All right. So Lucius running out and standing at that sort of entrance. We'll cut to the
Can I hold
skeleton.
Can I hold an action
Ooh, yeah. What's your
for
action?
for a bop? For any or skeletons that get up to the door.
Beautiful.
First skeleton that gets up to the door.
Yep. First one that gets close enough to that door, you'll bam, unleash a melee on him.
Thank you.
Skeletons. You go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Oh, hey, dudes.
10, 15, 25, 30.
See him now, Pop?
I see.
5, 30.
I still think we can eat through them.
That will
But
end
also-
the skeleton's turn as they're just mindlessly shambling these skeletons. We'll go to Humta on the outside.
Hamza doesn't know what the plan is. It hasn't been declared yet. So, he's just braced up against this door and ready to slam it shut once Warren gets out.
Love it. I love it. So you're holding an action to just boom, push
Slam it
this thing
shut.
in.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Squared up on it. Probably hearing Lucius still shouting, I don't know, what's the plan? What's the plan? As we will cut to Warren at the top of the stairs.
Okay, I would run out. So I would get out.
5 steps
Boom, I close the
out.
door.
Okay. If we want to try and find him, I could cast Grease on the stairs. And kind of slow him down and possibly knock him prone, which would give us quite the advantage to attack him. Or we can just run. Try and seal the door.
I mean, with Grease on the stairs, I will not be able to do much.
Well, hold the line. Just they get close enough, you just pop. It's just if we want to fight them, I mean, we could just try and seal the door. But we have to decide now. We probably just have another moment before they get here.
Humpta has his pittance out, ready to seal the door.
Seal the door.
I guess we could just knock these in and tell the town and wait for the guard. I just worry this turns into something more. I have one more
You make
spell.
the call, old timer.
Man, but I want to fight him because I'm worried about this town, but... God, how many skeletons did you see? 7?
At least 7.
7? One can't fuck me up. Let's just seal it for now. We can always come back.
Seal the
And,
door.
If I could, I would use like my action to at least start the process.
Yeah. I mean, Humta was already holding the action, so as soon as Humta hears that, it is boom.
And then we just
So
ching 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 ching.
anyone that wants can give athletics checks to push this thing shut, or you can give people advantage. All 3 of you having your actions at your disposal. I'll even say with your, punching action that you had, Lucius, you're about to have another action, so you could definitely help shut this if you so choose.
I have a 4 to my athletics.
I said we all roll. Oh shit!
Or
Damn,
a
Warren.
0.
Yeah.
Whoa, Humta with a net 20.
We each got one nat 20 this game.
That's
Whoa.
funny.
Humta was ready.
Like,
Well,
Lucius, you go to help, but as soon as you do, Humta's already like slamming this large stone door shut in its place. You probably
I just
like,
have my hand on it.
yeah, you're just moving with it, Warren. You're like,
Yeah.
yep, good job, guys.
Wait, I'm trying to rest on it.
You almost fall over because it moves so
Yeah.
quickly.
Lucius, you probably move over just in time to help Humta like get some of those pittons in, just knocking them into place with your fists, maybe just hammer fisting them in.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I have a
How
light
many?
hammer
Should I
in my
put,
belt.
like,
I'm gonna
4?
take it out.
You tell me, how many pittons do you want to use to seal this thing shut?
I
I
vote
like
4.
I like 4. One
We each
kind
have
of
2.
top and bottom, and then kind of 2 more in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll get the bottom.
Easy enough. With those rolls, you're able to get all of them in place. Only seconds later, you can begin to hear the clatter of bones and rusted short swords on the back of this very large stone door. Just
All right. Lucius, you want to just do a quick lap of the building and make sure there's no other ways in or out?
Sure.
You're just the fastest. That's all.
Fine.
Thank you. And then I don't know if you want to just let me do a quick look around, maybe see if there's a name for this mausoleum or family, just a little evidence what's going on here. Can I try and do an Arcana check on the bodies to see if I can figure out if it's like a spell or a magic item? Or
easy enough.
Something like
Lucius, give me a perception check. Warren, you can give me perception checks or Arcana check. And Humta, what were you going to get up to in these moments?
Maybe I'll just assist with Warren, so I'll give him advantage.
Easy enough. Easy enough.
24. Whew.
I ran around the building like you asked.
Okay.
Lucius, you didn't see anything that looked like any other openings or anything like that. You probably do notice that this mausoleum is beautifully built, especially compared to the 1 or 2 other mausoleums here. This one is definitely the largest, definitely the most like well crafted, and I mean that interior looked huge from what you saw. Moving back to the front, even looking at the door, it would be beautifully carved with like iconography of the sun and sort of clouds, but no names or headstones can be seen on anything. Warren Humta sort of moving over to the fallen corpses, maybe poking through some of it. With the natural 24 Arcana, you can tell that some sort of necrotic magic brought these up. Um, as to why they stayed here, you would guess it has to do with their past life activities. Looking at the remains of some of their armaments and even those rusted short swords, these look like at one point they were maybe some sort of honor guard, maybe some sort of dedicated vanguard. Um, Maybe even checking back over at the tomb itself. Again, no headers or anything describing it, but you would guess that something raised these you know, beings into undead skeletons, and I think maybe some of their past life came to hold as they were trying to protect whatever true burial site lies within this place. As all the skeletons you saw all had very similar, almost armaments that at one time were probably very beautiful, ornate, ceremonial, but now have been eroded and deteriorated.
I'm gonna make some relevant sketches
Hmm.
and make some notes of, like, roughly some of the armor and the symbols,
Mhm.
things of note to refer back to, even if it's kind of like not the best sketch. And well, if the door's shut and nothing is other openings, perhaps we could just make sure the other two mausoleums are shut, and then just check in with the townfolk.
Yes. Tom
Alright.
thinks this is wise.
Yeah, maybe just get a little more
Yeah.
insight, and maybe this is enough. But let's go check it out.
As you guys move over across the cemetery, looking at the other mausoleums, they look the same, untouched, a little more simply built. The other mausoleums and other markers, they would actually have plaques reading the various families that lay rest here. But nothing out of the ordinary from the rest of the cemetery. Doubling back over to the larger mausoleum, maybe doing a quick double check before leaving, it seems to be good, seems to be holding. Maybe as you quietly approach, you can hear that the skeletons don't seem to be currently bashing on the stone door. Seems they've settled after a little bit of time to rest.
Imagine we
Yeah.
just trek back to town.
Yeah, if everything looks kind of quiet
Easy enough.
and the windows are shut, I try to go find the. Was it cinema?
Cinna.
Cinna. Sorry. I go try
Alright.
to find Cinna. Well, hopefully she's back.
Yeah, as you guys make your way back to Longborough.
Like a little town map. I miss those.
Cute little town. Heading back in. Let me move some of these guys out here. Sorry. Oop, there we are. Oh, sorry. Big sneeze. Move our map back over here. So you would make the trek again, maybe only 10, 15 minutes back to Longborough proper, heading back into the small village to the largest building, Tillman's Roadside Rest. Stepping back up the stairs into the interior, there'd be a couple other townsfolk sort of milling about in the sort of tables area. You would see Cinna and Relum still there sitting at the bar. Probably look over surprised. Deborah and Peter looking over happily as well. Did you get it done? Did you-
It's in progress. So we got a little bit of it done. We got the two loose skeletons
Yeah, but all
taken
the
care of.
other ones that were in the tomb, those are
Yeah.
going to be a problem.
Well, there's like maybe 8 plus in that tomb. We kind of sealed it up. They're kind of trapped in there for now.
Problem
It's temp-
solved.
Okay, so it's temporary. I was just curious. Could you guys tell me anything about like the tomb or who's buried down there? I copied some of these symbols, and he shows them his.
Relum probably looking over at his wife. His wife probably looking from him to the three of you. Well, it is unmarked, and it's been there. I mean, likely before Longbarrow was properly Longbarrow. At least from my guesstimations. No one really knows who rests there. Likely someone important, I would assume, being it unmarked. But I don't know. I always liked looking at it. I always made sure to stop by when I would visit the cemetery on my prayers. And this was the first time anything like this ever happened.
Has anybody ever gone inside before? Is that common?
No, I don't believe so. I don't know why anyone would ever go in there.
Any
Strange.
particular
Doors open. That's all.
people that might want to raise the dead, or have any reason to do so around here that you know of?
Oh, gods no. Necromancy, at least here, is fairly forbidden.
Warren's gonna hop up on the stool and take a load off. Oh, it's better. All right.
In the distant land of sands where I come from, sometimes our great leaders would build massive tombs, host their many glories and treasures, and they would leave traps for any who would try to rob their graves. If this tomb has been left undisturbed until now, what if it is a curse?
There's sort of like a glum look between not only Cinna, Relum, Deborah, and Peter, but you'd see some of the other townsfolk. They're sort of lingering in the room, maybe give each other some glances. Peter chiming in. Well, that would be very, very not good. If it is something of that nature, I mean, I'm not exactly sure even the Kingdom Knights would be able to do much of anything. We would need a proper caster of some nature.
What? Can we think of anybody who would take anything?
No, not off the top of my head. I don't know anyone who would want to disturb that burial site.
And this just happened this morning?
Senna sort of looking over. Well, that is when I went to visit there was this morning. The last time I visited was about 2 or 3 days ago. It was raining, and Relum went on. Yes, that was about 2 days ago.
Thinking back on it, what kind of weapons do the skeletons have?
They had
Short
very
swords, wasn't it?
rusted short swords. They looked
Maybe
maybe elven in craft.
I don't know. My gut was like, what if that master's stole something? Maybe.
Masters.
I know. Just trying to figure it out.
I don't know. He seemed like a very trustworthy boy.
It's very real filler checks. He would never. Okay.
Look over. I mean, is there any chance that you lot could go in there, at least to perhaps investigate or look around?
We went in there and I looked around, and there are lots of dead people in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Just go
skeletons
again.
trying to kill us.
If it had rained, the sticky muck might provide evidence.
Yeah. Hmm. You've never been in, you said? Inside?
No, I've never been in.
What about the
Rella
other
nodding. I have not either.
mausoleums? Have you been in there?
No, why would we enter any mausoleums? These are
I know.
strange questions to ask us. No.
Pay your respects? I don't know. Like I've never been to this continent. Can't be as different burial things.
They are not families we are related to. They are
Oh, the
past
whole
residents, I would assume.
all of them are.
Some of them are. Some are
Okay.
other people that were born in this area or had something
I
hollow
see.
to give. Many
Yeah,
people say the cemetery was here before anything.
that's fair. My apologies. Like the proverbial you know, I didn't know if the townspeople had been at the other mausoleums at all. I was just trying to see if anything was connected. For any reason of stealth. Like it's fine. Any sort of holy man in this town?
Not particularly. Ravenholm, there are a few religious figures there, but none here to say. Many people have their own varying beliefs.
Fair.
My wife, devout follower of the Raven Queen.
Yeah, I was just thinking, well, holy waters. I'm just kind of roll some. I mean, I'm fine with going back in. I think be a little. It could be tough, but it could be possible.
Yeah, I don't think this is worth 5 gold apiece, though.
Yeah, well, it's fine. We don't need your savings.
I mean, I kind of do if I'm risking my life.
Like I'm the one risking my life. You guys are just
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
'cause
risking
you're the
it
one
at
who went in last
distance.
time, huh?
Oh, please. You walk farther than me. That's not even a question.
Humta does not like nasty undeads, but Humta needs time to prepare.
I agree. I also need time. If we were to deal with it, in this. Otherwise, they're locked in there for now.
Relevant
Like,
would
thoughts
sort
of
of.
dealing with it.
Well, maybe we could spend the day investigating.
Relum would sort of look over to Warren. I mean, that is a fair offer. There is also Belfast Surplus. They are a fine emporium. Most of their goods come straight from Belcrest itself. I believe Brock there carries many fine items. They
Yeah.
may be able to offer some sort of options. I'm not exactly sure, but
Okay.
I suppose that'd be at least a good place to start if you're looking to prepare for something.
Yeah, that's here in town. Not too far.
Yes, just a few buildings over, I do believe.
Let me just talk with my compatriots, and maybe we'll stretch over there, and we'll check back in with you. I would hop down from the stool, do like an old man groan as I straighten up, and then hunch kind of half back over, and then walk over to my group of friends. Oh, why don't we say we just check out the shop and think about what we want to do? Figure we'll need
Humta
supplies
nods.
regardless. You price things out a little bit, and we gotta go. We gotta go. First,
I like the we go part. Sounds
right?
good.
Yeah. Well, let's at least try and think about it. Yeah. And think about how grateful the townspeople will be. A little bit of gold. I'm sure they'll want to have a party. You love those, right?
You know I do.
I know you do. It's more than just the gold. Big picture.
No, but the cult is nice, though.
Yeah. The gold will come. We gotta get the people on our side. We gotta make some friends. Set in groups. And then we'll get more and more lucrative.
I swear to God, if we die because of this is, I will have your head off. And
No,
your
it's-
wife, too. And all 17 of your kids.
How dare you? He's gonna hit you with his quarterstaff.
Uh,
Like yeah, the head.
stick a
Chocolate.
boop. As you guys head out of Tellman's, sort of stepping back out into Long Barrow proper, you can see the building that was pointed out would be the building marked as number 2 on our map.
Yes. More pits.
Beginning to approach. You wouldn't have any obvious signage out front. Beginning to approach and opening up, stepping in. You would enter a pretty small interior, though it would feature many items along its walls and display racks and shelves. As soon as you step in, you can hear a hearty voice on the opposite side of the back counter. Hey, welcome, welcome. Good to have you all here. Welcome to Belfast Surplus. I am Brock of the Belfast.
Brock of Belfast.
What could I get you fine travelers here?
Well, Brock, I don't know if you know the town cemetery very well, but I'll show my drawings of the mausoleum. And I'll explain the situation. I am in need of,
wow.
some goods. Don't get me wrong here, but do you know anything about this?
I don't know much about that. With my time at the Belfast, I mean, I've had a few run-ins with undead. I mean, they're uncommon to say the least. I mean, it's pretty heavily regulated. Usually send out a lot of crews to go deal with stuff like that if it pops up.
That's fair. Do you have any, any stories or rumors about this town before people got here? Or any, old books on the cemetery? Any of that stuff exists? And if you don't know, you don't know it.
No, I mean, with the little bit I know, especially, I guess, bringing up that cemetery, that big old mausoleum, the pretty one, has like the sun on the front, all that like filigree on the door.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some old rumors that it's could be the resting place of could be Belfin himself, the Lord Bishop. Some people say it could be Crestlin, but I mean, a lot of people don't think it's not really his MO, but the whole sudden feels like a weird throw off. But that's just local legend. I mean, I guess it could be anyone with some money.
fair. Is there anybody here who's really into the town history that might know?
No, not particularly. Not a whole lot of people stay too terribly long. We got some long-standing families, sure, but only by a couple generations. I mean, I've
that's
only
right.
been stationed here for like 2 years, 3 years.
Okay. Is there anything to this Belfin? Does he have a magic tower, a cool staff, a family heirloom?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, Lord Bishop Belfin, he was one of the great fabled heroes of this land many ages ago. Same with Crestlin, their sort of right-hand man. They went on to find many riches, wealth, sure, protect the lands, lots of legends and lore, but their biggest legacy being Belcrest itself, sort of the union of their partnership.
Okay. Well, I just thought, maybe somebody disturbed their grave or something like that. So just try and think of angles anyway. Do you happen to have any shields or bludgeoning weapons?
I think I got a few things here. Let me see what I got. To get into a bit more of a mechanical side of things, here's what Belfast Surplus has to offer you guys. So he has basically anything on the adventuring gear, the sort of random miscellaneous gear, but the gold cost is increased by 1. He has any simple weapon. If you want a martial weapon, you got to roll a D100 to see if he has that. And if he does, its cost is increased by 1. And then it's basically the same for armor, where he has light and medium armor as listed, but it costs 2 more. And that's kind of it. Doesn't have any heavy armor.
Oh. Damn.
I think I'm gonna go for light. What's that mean? Never mind.
You mean used shields? 5 to 6 skull range. Ledented's fine.
Roll a persuasion check. You basically get 1 persuasion check on purchase. So choose it wisely.
Do we not get advantage because we're trying to like help the town?
10. I didn't even try to flex that yet.
10. No,
Oh,
not a whole lot of shield people coming through.
Can I borrow here?
What about the guild signet? The duelist guild signet, does flashing that do anything?
Oh, you try. I burnt my bridges.
Pulling
Sorry,
out
pardon.
the dueler signet, Lucius.
Yeah.
Pull it out and show Brock. Give it a look. Oh, hey, it's we just had a duelist come through not long ago. Well, what are the odds? Yeah, all right. Everything is mark price. So all the additional +1s or +2s on cost is all removed.
He did say it would come in handy.
And 1 more persuasion check from you, Warren. Get advantage on haggling.
Ho ho. Come on, buddy. Come on, Papa.
Moi?
Yeah, 1 more persuasion.
No.
Oh.
No. Sadly, best he could do is a 10 gold for a pretty damn good shield, perfectly sized for you as well.
Nice picture. He tries to buy like spell bucklers, then they end up looking like some Spartan shield. Hip to shoulder hoplon. Wait, where are the prices at? Am I crazy? Do I need to go down?
I'd like to buy a quarterstaff
Oh, there
and
it is.
sling. And I
Ooh.
would try to haggle it down since like I'm buying these specifically to deal with this town's infestation of undead.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, that's not it. $20, $30, $20.
Dirty 20. He'll give you the sling for free if you buy the quarterstaff.
Okay. That's what, 2 silver pieces? Is that what I saw?
I think the sling is 1, so he'll give you
Oh
the
no, I
sling
meant the
for free.
quarterstaff.
Yeah, the quarterstaff is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
2 silver pieces. You get a quarterstaff and a sling.
Well, I didn't check their weights. Let me see.
A
the-
sling has no weight, so that's cool.
Okay.
A quarterstaff is 4 pounds.
Oh, does that put me over? Is 120 my limit?
10 times your strength.
It's 15 times your strength, I think. Let me check. I put the
Or
rules
15 times your strength. I keep confusing my strengths.
yeah, 15 times your strength. So
Okay,
what's
I'm
your
not
strength
over
at?
it. It's flat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so 150. You're totally good.
Okay, cool. And then do I need to like go find some rocks for my sling? How's that work?
You could easily pick up some rocks, either like along the way. I mean, you could buy some if you wanted any like particular ones, because I think you could use like ball bearings and stuff like that if you wanted like a metal. But it's your call.
There are plenty of rocks around here. I'll pick them up on the way.
Sure.
Potion. Mm-mm-mm. You know, maybe so broke. I'll spend the 10 gold and I'll buy a shield.
Let's go. 10 gold, adding the shield, and don't forget it's was it 6 pound weight
6
edition.
pound. Okay, I should go there. I got it. A mess. Okay. 6. I can hold another 4.5 pounds. No big deal. Ooh, well, that gets me better AC. Weapons. I wonder what a throwing bit would be. Does finesse mean you can use your dexterity, correct?
Correct, mi amigo.
I don't know. Oh, I spelled finesse wrong. Wait, what?
And if you guys would like, you can always take a long rest, 8-hour long rest, and head back over there. You'll still have daylight on your side, since it's
Yeah, I mean,
so
I
freaking
need the
early.
long rest.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to see if they had anything that was even like beneficial to the cause and then go from there.
How much is a case of arrows and a cross?
Let me see. I think that's on the adventuring gear.
1 gold for 20 arrows.
Is that it? Let's see
Yeah.
over there.
Damn, that's expensive.
1 gold
That is
for
super
20
expensive.
arrows.
Yeah, but they're made real good.
How much is a
How much is what?
the quiver?
For a quiver, it is 1 gold for a 1 pound quiver.
Damn, 2 gold for a fucking 20
Mhm.
bow. Fucking expensive, dog.
It turns on a ranged attack for you, dog.
It does. Yeah, I'll pay the 2 gold. Oh, can I can haggle,
You
right?
try to haggle him, yeah. You can go with a persuasion check with advantage.
Boy,
Yeah.
you can get in his face.
Now we're gonna schmooze him. Tell him he's all handsome and stuff.
Oh, that's
Flirt.
right. Yeah. 2 birds with 1 stone. Eugenius Paradise is here.
Oh, 19. Damn. Kind of going back and forth with Brock a little bit. He'll give you the quiver for free. It'll be 1 gold for your quiver and arrows.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
Nice stone.
Nice.
Oh, he likes me, but I don't know.
Cherish these arrows.
Grow up.
Trying to decide if I want a shield too.
So you can run away with me and knock his shot in the back.
um,
I kind of forgot we could use them for a minute, and then for whatever reason I had the thought. So I'm just gonna rip the band-aid and get one. I should be able to
Yeah, I
use it
feel
with
like
my
I might
staff.
as well.
How much
Mm,
is the arrows weigh?
pound for 20.
Pound for 20.
Pound for 20. For a shield, Bricey, that'll be 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
And it'll be 6 pounds.
Shield. And that's +2 AC, correct?
Yes.
Everybody's gonna have a higher AC than me.
He also
You're
read away
turning
why.
into the glass cannon.
It should be pretty decent though, right? Do you have like unarmored defense or something? I guess they
Yeah.
did do point buy, so it's hard to stack.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with the gear I have for now.
Also, I was wondering, did we get any experience point for the 2 that we killed so far?
Not yet.
Okay.
What?
Quest is still ongoing.
All or nothing.
Nah.
Out of character. Do you guys want to kill these skeletons? Or like, what's the vibe? I mean, I assume we can have the in character discussion, but obviously it's easier just to like. It's just something we
Yeah.
actually want to do.
Lucius
I
and
mean-
cares about living.
I didn't.
so-
So I didn't think there'd be that many, but I'm also not deterred because they're vulnerable to bludgeoning. So I'm hoping we could just kind of get some one shots in.
There's
And
a
if-
bunch of them.
If we rest, I'll have 2 heals, and we can kind of funnel them down the stairs.
We can
And
certainly
then-
try.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'll
feel
be-
like we can be really smart about it, you know? We could funnel them to the stairs, maybe even grease it if we wanted to, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't think the greasing would be that great because then we can't
Yeah,
use
we don't need it.
our ranged. Because if they're prone, we get disadvantage on range attack, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
You do.
I was hoping they'd
And
fall in front
then-
of us. We just hit them. But
Yeah. And that limits Lucius's maneuverability as well. So maybe we just focus on maybe attempting to prop the door so they have to come out one at a time. Like move the pittance to the bottom and just have it cracked.
I did
Uh,
just unlock my
excuse me,
range. I have arrows now, so I can shoot a bow.
Oh, it's sling bludgeoning. Is that why you did a sling?
Sling. Bludgeoning. Yeah, that's why I got a sling.
It just dawned on me.
Because I didn't have any bludgeoning in that first fight.
How much is a sling? I'm looking.
One silver piece.
One
It's not long.
silver.
It's not much at all.
Yeah.
I would recommend for Lucius to get a sling personally.
So cheap. Okay, give me 1 second just to do the whole. I think I'm gonna grab a sling.
So if we just kind of keep our range and just like huck a bunch of rocks at him, like I'm feeling pretty hopeful.
Yeah, I wonder if he can, because Lucius has the most. I wonder if he can coax them out if they're not out there. And
I can
then
go in. Yeah, I can be bait.
if they don't just pour out already.
Yeah, I can be
But-
bait if you don't grease the stairs.
But yeah, then maybe we can just.
I'll kill you.
I won't greet the stairs, and then we can just beat them up as they pour out, and then if they get close, I'll go melee first. We'll just build from there.
Cool. Sounds like I'm bait.
So-
Yeah, you're big.
So plan A is range. Plan B is beat the shit out of them if they get too close.
Yeah, hopefully we can just pelt them, at least most of them, and then if any get like too close or a problem, then I'll tank first.
I do think you have the highest AC with your shield, right? Because you took a hit earlier that would have damaged me. Is
Yeah, I
your
have
AC 16
Yeah, I have 18 now with the shield.
with the shield? Yeah. Mine's up to 17 with the shield.
I think I have one better I have one more dex than you. think that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go.
what I heard.
Okay. So yeah, perfect world. We just shoot him down, but if need be, I can like hold him at the stairs or something. We just keep pelting them.
And if you have to, just disengage and fall back, and we'll stay.
Yeah, run
we'll
away.
stay back.
But none of us are too squishy on the AC sides. That's good. So
Yeah, we're
I'm gonna-
squishy in our health.
yeah,
Our health
gonna-
is squishy. We got nothing.
so I'll buy a sling and sling bullets. So it's 1 silver, 4 copper.
Hell yeah.
13.
So yeah, I vote we attempt to clear it out.
How much does a sling weigh?
4
No
pounds?
weight.
Oh,
Maybe.
what was
I was just scrolling. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder I'm also in adventuring gear. Where are you? Let me just grab. It's a D4, right? Sling.
For
Okay.
bludgeoning.
Yeah. I pretty much got all that I can afford in one.
yeah, I doubt we can buy health potions if there even are any here.
I looked. They're
There
25.
are,
bucks.
and they're. I thought they were 50.
Well, either way, they're out of our
Yeah.
price range.
They might have been.
All right. You guys head out from Belfast Surplus, heading back over to Tellman's. We'll sort of cut through a little bit, and Deborah and Peter offer to give you the rooms for the day and for the following night as well, if you wanted to stay after your encounter.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably rest up again.
Giving you all 8 hours rest. Is there anything particular you'd like to do, like in your rooms during this time, as you kind of gotta stay, pretty stationary? You don't have to sleep necessarily. It's just sort of like idling about.
I check on all my gear, make sure it's in good shape. And then maybe just kind of get familiar with the weight of the quarterstaff that I just bought and the sling.
Or like get some practice swings, just get adjusted to the movements.
Hmm
I think it's pretty much the same routine. I think, other than maybe like Warrenwood set, kind of like opposite of the cemetery. And look, yeah, he would just kind of watch that until it got late, and then he would go in and same routine, take a bath, eat, tinker with all his stuff again, and then just dab everybody up again. Have you seen this? You know about this? And that'd be pretty much it.
Love it.
How
Love it.
much, how much is another pitcher of wine?
Picture of wine. Let me see. I just had that pulled up.
Oh yeah, that's fair. And what wife?
Just had it. Let me see. Wine. And that would be 1 silver piece.
Lucius will take another pitcher of wine, please.
I do a wine. That sounds fair. Joy.
It can last you over your 8-hour long rest you guys take. If there's nothing else, go ahead and mechanically take that long rest. Top off hit points, spell slots, features, all the good bits.
Yay. Gonna beat up some bad guys, yeah.
Gonna beat up some bad guys. Oh, whoa, yeah.
Save the
TPK.
motherfucking day now. What do you say, TPK? What do you say this?
What do you say this?
I just prepare them.
What do you say this, man?
We'll say thematically, you guys pack up, do final prep as you're leaving Tellman's. Maybe on your way out of Long Barrow, you would maybe see Cinna and Relum at their small home. They would maybe give you some waves and some wishes, goodbye and good luck as you guys make your way back out. Again, only maybe 15, 20-minute trek to that cemetery outside of town. You guys follow this very loose pathway that sort of snakes through some of the larger trees here in the forest nearby the small village. You guys would find yourself after a short walk back at the cemetery. For a short walk through the resting site, you'd find yourself at that beautiful, large mausoleum.
I
Okay.
imagine we just talk back through the plan again.
Yeah, so you're just gonna crack the door, go back in.
Yeah. Here, then maybe you just kind of back up here, like where I am, and I'll be off to the side, kind of here. And Lucius, you just kind of pry the pintons off and run back towards Humta. And we'll just sling and focus down what we can. And if they get too close, I'll run in. Actually, switch me spots, because then you can back up down the road. Come over here. There we go. And you still run towards Humta, and then I can run up here and be like a little tank, and you can shoot him from the side. And I think worst case, we need to spare the dying, so...
Okay, but what if they are not at the door? What if they went back down in?
Um,
We shout, draw them
Here.
out.
I'll hand you a rock. Throw that down the stairs and say hello. That's gotta rouse them.
Oh yeah, how many rocks did I find? Many as I
On your
want.
guys' walk, roll me a d12.
I buy ammo, but can I also help look for rocks?
Yeah.
I got a 9.
9. I was going to give you plus
7.
1. So you find 18 rocks collectively between the two of you.
I'll
Hell
hand my rocks
yeah.
over. Here you go.
Thanks, dude. I've got pockets full of rocks.
Now I look like the chump. Bag full of metal rocks. I actually don't know what sling ammo looks like, but
Imagine they're like a large ball bearing.
yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, dude. Imagine getting fucking pelted with that.
It'd kill you.
Yeah, dude. Get that in the ear or the eye. It's just like, bleh, there's my brain. It's on the outside now.
Probably go through my forehead.
All right. So we're pulling the pittons out and then wrenching the door open just a hair,
Just cracking
Yeah.
it, yeah.
just like it was
cracking it.
previously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Can I secure the pittons to the bottom so that it can't be pushed open?
Sure. Yeah.
what do you mean?
Uh,
Oh, I see. Like it can only open so far.
like wedge it back in place, basically, like so it
Yeah.
can't be cracked any
Yeah.
further.
Maybe pull out the two middle and do it. Those. I'd help, but I have 0 strength, so
Can you
Uh,
supervise?
I'll just be here to sling at the ready.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check, both of you, just to get these pittons back out. Lightly scooch the door to just that crack like it used to be, and reset the wedge.
Not bad.
Nice, dude. A
Team
30, 20, and a
strongman.
16. Yeah, you guys are super Gucci. Managing to maintain it, not being too loud just yet as you get those wedges back in place with the 2 pittons. So go ahead and add 2 back to your inventory, Humta.
Okay.
With that all in place, the door cracked just like it was when you first found it, wedged in place so it shouldn't be able to open anymore. What would you like to do?
I think Lucius would start shouting, or he would draw his bow, his new bow.
Mhm.
Grab one of the arrows out of the quiver and ready a shot for the first undead that he can see. But he'll
Mhm.
start shouting into the mausoleum, trying to get the attention of the undead, trying to get him to come out.
Just for flavor's sake, give me a performance or intimidation. Maybe even like a persuasion or deception. I think any of those would make sense, just as like a little
Yeah.
fun flavor.
Just remember, you represent the brand when you're up there.
They are all the same, so it doesn't matter.
I'll take it.
Not bad.
15.
15. As you sort of just shout in there, anything particular that you're yelling down into the mausoleum as it just like echoes throughout the stone walls?
Your
You
performance.
lazy bag of bones, you get your asses up here now.
Is that prejudice? Can he say pack of bones?
Let's go ahead and let's roll for initiative. Just to help us keep things in order.
You know, it's probably a little weird. I expected somebody to clean up these dead skeletons. Just like,
That is weird considering we warned people away from here.
I know. There's no reason for any of it, but I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
makes sense. I'm ready for it.
What is going on?
That's rough, dude.
I've seen
That's
some shit.
very
I
rough.
know.
roll for skeletons.
Skeleton.
12.
Still don't touch you for your life.
Nice. All right.
Ooh,
So
it's
everyone, I guess you guys were already probably holding actions anyways, but
Mhm.
for Warren, I'm guessing you hold your action.
yeah, he had his sling ready for
Beautiful.
anything coming out.
Move from Warren. Humta, you got hold
Samesies.
action. Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
I'll go to the skeletons as they will begin to drone forward. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Vance, what's your AC? Just out of curiosity.
15.
15. That's not bad.
Bad, but it is the lowest now.
It's not a competition, okay? We're one team. Also, haha, you're squishy. You're gonna die first.
Tell my story. Tell my story.
No. You will
Do
be
it.
forgotten to time.
Do it.
He was the
Generations
most
before you should have
self-indulgent
been.
motherfucker I ever knew. God, so I miss him.
He kept
For-
asking if what's that like to live deliciously.
You never defined it.
For you, Lucius, you can see 2 of these skeletons reach the stairs and begin walking up. So you
Oh,
can take a shot at the leading one if you so choose.
Shoot him in the
yes,
face. Did you get a sling or just the bow?
please. Just the bow.
That's right.
A 12 will just hit the skeleton.
Haha. Huzzah.
Nice. 8 damage. The skeleton's still standing, but you just rattled off part of its rib cage.
Not nice.
Let me here. I'm marking them. They're all different colors. There we go.
A rainbow of undead.
Rainbow of undead. Beautiful.
Yeah, how
Uh,
inclusive.
And that will be the skeletons, and then we will go to Lucius.
So how close are they as far as I can see?
The closest one to you is 15 feet. It's like half up
15
the
feet.
stairs.
Okay, so I will take another shot with the short bow,
Beautiful.
wasting a whole like silver piece on these 2 fucking arrows. Jesus
As I shoot money at the undead.
Wow.
That is how he was.
Yeah. It's so funny.
That's why I picked
Oh,
rock.
21 will hit.
Nice.
4. Ooh, what does it look like as only you can see as you drop the first of these undead skeletons?
I think the first one goes into like the chest and like kind of breaks up the rib cage, and then the second one just goes into like the eye hole, and he doesn't think that anything happens, and then it just kind of like drops.
It like stops movement and then just falls back, scattering on the stairs.
And then he starts shouting, they're coming! And he will start moving back. Take
I
15.
didn't really count for them moving far enough just to get in my face. So this might blow up.
That will be it for Lucius.
Picture them getting to the bottom of the stairs. Hmm.
We will go from Lucius back to top of initiative with Warren.
I don't see any yet.
Nope, none yet.
They might be better to see.
Off of Lucian's guess, I'm probably able to like loosely guesstimate Lucius that you think at least one of them should hopefully maybe pop its head out next turn. You're not sure if any other ones will, like if the funnel will really start, but you think that one that was at the base of the stairs that you saw should get to the top and maybe out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll back up too, and then he'll just have like the swing or the sling like spinning. Well, just lightly, and he's ready. And I'll hold his action to throw if he sees an undead.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Move from Warren to Humta.
Yeah, basically the same thing. He'll take like half a step back, like, okay, here goes. He's got a sling at the ready, action held.
All right. Action held. We see both of our slings. You guys are just swinging them at the ready. So we will go to the undead's turn. All right, let me start with the back row first. I guess I'll move him out just to get him out of the way. But we won't take our attacks just yet. Let me move the whole wave so I don't forget. What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you would see one of these skeletal undead press through that crack in the door you created as it moves through, short sword in hand.
Wow. I'll shoot in the sling.
Un momento, un
Yeah, not
momento.
yet.
Let me move the rest of the wave up. I don't think anyone else will
There's
come out.
more. Oh, maybe. Oh,
Get that hair out of your ears, old man.
30. 15, 20.
I can't. It's come on.
Is your birthday coming up? Because I'd love to get you an ear trimmer. Your hair trimmer.
Magical hairs. They can't be removed.
They're magical. They're prosthetic hairs.
I paid good money for this. Alright, so
Like my cat whiskers.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, Humta, Warren, both of you immediately let loose your shots from your slings.
Go gadget, sling. 16.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Both of you max range shots. 16 definitely hitting from Humta. 3 damage as it hits hard. You would see extra damage come through. Warren, 15 hits. 6 damage.
Nice.
max damage.
You let loose your shot and crack this thing in the dome as its head splinters and the rest of it falls into a clump. So it just falls off to the side as you crack it. Both of our held actions used as you guys begin loading up your next shots.
The kids.
That'll be it for the skeletons. but from deep inside the mausoleum, you guys can hear what sounds like a guttural roar, like a almost like a human or a man, like shouting in anger.
No, I
Wow.
don't like that.
Thank you.
And that will be the end of the enemy's turn. We'll move to Lucius.
I think Lucius is a little freaked out. He will take 15 feet to move up to the door to peer inside. What the fuck was that? How
As you-
close is the first skeleton that you can see?
The first skeleton that you see is about
Uh-huh.
10 feet away from you. There's two of them, and they are like double marching up with one right behind them. So there's three that are within 15 feet moving up.
Okay.
Two more at the base of the stairs, but that's all you see. You don't see anything else outside the skeletons.
Okay. He will line up his short bow shot and try to take another shot. One that's in front.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Crazy.
Yes.
Oh, a 10 missing as your shot clambers in between all these undead forms.
So much money.
Mhm.
Then he will take
Get better.
another 15 feet back. Here comes round two.
We go
That'll
from
be Lucius.
Lucius to Warren, top of our next round.
I'll just same thing. Get the sling going on my action.
Beautiful. Humta, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Samesies. Held
Samesies.
action. Oh, I should get rid of my rock.
Hold.
Gotta keep track of how many I use.
Yeah.
Hold.
Hold the line.
Skeletons. Go to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh no!
5,
He doesn't mean it.
10, 15, 25, 30.
Oh no!
I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just enough room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh, he just gets out.
Bye,
30.
Lucius. Hope you find your dad.
10, 15, 20. But the next one cannot move through as
They
the
come to
one
scatter.
zombie is blacked in the way.
Ah,
We'll go 5, 10, 30. Beautiful. So we'll go with pink skeleton. It will raise its short sword and swing it
Oh,
down at
don't.
you, Lucius.
wait, but
Yeah, do we
Don't-
get to
Are they
attack?
gonna go do
Oh
the
yeah,
attacks?
yeah.
They're-
That's right. Which one do you want to shoot at? They're all color coded, so pick your color.
I mean, I
Nice.
imagine we both
Yeah,
went
go
for
for
the
the
one that
first
came out
one.
first, which I
Pink.
think was pink.
Pink. Yeah, pink was the first one to wander out.
I'll go first. Die. Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. 19
Die?
hitting.
Poof.
Oh, you would see after your shot over at the pink marked skeleton, it would crash into its rib cage, destroying its center, breaking it in one shot.
Hey.
A 21 hitting from Humta.
Oh,
2.
Oh.
well, you killed that one shot, so I had
Your
to like
response
last minute
was
change
great.
my target.
Yeah, don't blame me for your weak throw.
And I think green was the second to come out, so we'll say
I
your
thought so
shot
too. Yeah.
whoosh, launches over and like breaks off part of its rib cage, but still's moving up and about as it swings over towards Lucius. We'll go with green first as he swings out.
Now
23.
you dirty
Yeah,
bitch. Yes.
It would hit me too.
4 piercing damage from the short sword.
You're
And
fine.
Oh,
You walked that off.
orange will swing up at you. A 9.
negative.
Whew, the second
Nice.
swipe from the skeletal undead will miss as it goes wide. As the skeletons all move out, you can hear a secondary shout. "No!" Coming from inside the mausoleum, but it's getting closer. Whatever this is approaching.
No, thank you.
Oh,
No, thank
God.
you.
We will go to Lucius.
Don't like this game anymore. As he fucking grasps his like chest and his stomach with this gigantic gash in it. He will just
Run
throw
to him,
bow to the
Lucius.
ground and say, "Ah, fuck this," and then he
Come on.
will unarmed strike.
Punch me in the
First one goes
face.
green.
Get him, Lucius.
We practiced. Oh,
Natural 20.
Wow.
plus his
Oh.
face in.
What does it look like? You gotta describe a natural 20 kill on green.
Yeah, he just drops the bow and like he's holding with his right arm, holding one, and he's like, just like without even looking, just like goes straight through the chin and straight through like the neck, and it just crumbles.
I love that. Just a cascade of cracking vertebrae in its back as it shatters down. Beautiful.
And then bonus action unarmed strike on the orange one.
Get him.
12?
A 12 will
Oh,
just
just
hit.
Yeah.
7
damage,
damage.
my guy.
You just like destroy the first one with that clean hit to the jaw, and you duplicate it with your offhand to the other one. Just cross punch as you hit the secondary one.
Beautiful.
Told you ones and twos.
Double
I
kill.
don't like this. And he will start backing up because he
Yeah.
doesn't like whatever is that fucking.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
that's so awesome. You killed them both so that you could back up. Like, that's fucking sick.
That's so dope, dude.
Get away from me. Punch, punch.
Okay, that'll be his turn.
Solid turn, solid turn. That will take us to the end of round. Top of the next round of Warren.
I'll sling the purple.
Get him.
Get him.
18.
18 will hit.
Yeah.
6. Another
12.
clean shot as you one shot yet another undead.
Ideal, dude. Ideal.
Yeah.
Its remains just scattering against the mausoleum.
Alright, I'll slide over. Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case whatever comes out, there's too much we can run. And I don't think I have any bonus actions. So that's dark vision. Yeah, I think I'm good. All set.
Solid. It'll take us for our next turn to Humta.
I'm gonna back up and I'll cast a Cure Wounds on
Nice.
Lucius.
Woo!
That was so ideal. I was really hoping that you would kill that, so I wouldn't have to use my action on it.
So big, dude.
Here you go.
Yeah. Back to full.
One part of me is like, alright, it's not so much hitting, it's just getting enough damage.
Yeah, exactly. And let's see. I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm standing. But I'll start getting my next like slingshot ready.
Start prepping the sling. Getting your
Yeah,
next rock
thematically.
loaded.
Put the
All right.
ball in.
I'll take us from Hamta to the undead. I'll go 5 feet. Boop.
They respect our martial prowess and see us as their leader. And wish to join our merry band of adventurers. Oh God.
And you would see, you'd probably hear it first as that screaming sort of continues. As charging out of the mausoleum, you would see what
Great
looks like this
Haas. Oh God.
fleshy, undead
Ew.
creature. It would have these soulless white eyes that would look at all of you, sort of blood stain all down its mouth and down its front. As it would sort of be looking down at all of you from the mausoleum steps. This is a classic ghoul.
Ooh.
Fuck this thing.
Yeah, Lucius. I'm
Oh.
more okay with it. I just don't know
Oh god.
but
I knew I should have backed up more.
what about all the speed it took to get outside?
I was about to say, as it runs up to you, Warren, it just like bares its teeth and its strange, long, like elongated hands and arms, as it had to use its action to dash, but it is now out here and in your face.
Oh.
It's not the first time I've seen a ghoul.
That will end the undead's turn and take us to Lucius.
Lucius,
Seeing
at
the
least kill the
ghoul-
skeleton. Hell.
Yeah, no, seeing the ghoul come out, I think that Lucius would run up to to the side of the ghoul and just start wailing
Sucker
on
punch him.
Yeah,
Alright.
trying to distract him.
Whew, 22 will hit.
Nice.
6 damage, big hits. Yeah, as you hit, you would notice that bludgeoning doesn't seem to do extra damage to this
Oh
fleshy
god.
undead.
Oh god.
It's
Oh
fleshy.
god, it's gonna kill us.
He's got
Ah,
more
God.
Your
cushion.
hand kind of sinks in a little.
Oh,
Your
does
hands
it
are gonna stink for days, like no matter how much you wash them. But
Ooh, does 14 hit?
14 will hit.
yes.
Oh god.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
7 more damage,
18.
big hits.
Pop,
Nice,
pop.
dude.
Poof, poof. Yeah, just like right in the side of the face, trying to like get it to look at him.
Damn, dude.
Be Lucius.
13 damage collectively. Impressive, impressive. All right. We'll close out
Yeah,
our
gonna die.
round. Take us to Warren.
Alright, I'm to try and get that skeleton on your turn, and he'll drop his sling and switch to his shield and quarterstaff. If that still have an action, I'd like to hit him.
Easy enough, easy enough. I will say, I mean, thematically, you could have like had your shield out as well, I guess.
That's right.
So you get a one object interaction, so you could easily like drop that pop out quarterstaff, so you're shielded up.
And I'll tag with pop. Ooh.
Ooh, an 11 will miss the ghoul.
It's look goopier than I thought. And I have my shield and I'll slide over. So that way I'd be the logical target for the skeleton. Can't get away from me. And I'll have my turn. Shield it. Staff out.
Beautiful, beautiful. End Warren's turn. Take us over to Humta.
Yeah, I'll try to. Let's see. He'll move a bit. Maybe here. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get this skelly. Maybe here.
Believe you.
And then he'll try to slingshot it. The skeleton.
Get him, Hunter.
I had a bad feeling
Oh
about it.
no, Sex will miss the last
I
skeleton.
gotta be.
Oh, my heart.
You
Yeah.
killed me. You fucking killed me. You did it. Just kidding. That'll be fun.
All right. Anything else
Um,
for Humta?
I guess I'll move closer. Got 10 feet of movement left. Yeah, and that'll be it.
Right. Close out Humta. Move us to the undead. We'll start with the skeleton that will take a swing at Warren.
Rude.
13.
Eat shield, dirtbag.
Oh, shield hitting. We'll go to the ghoul.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's probably gonna hit.
The ghoul is going to
Fight me,
turn
ghoul.
and look at Lucius.
I poke it
Yup.
with my staff. Fight me. Excuse me, fight me.
Lucius that just pieced him up.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Uh,
Oh, well, I missed. I tried. That's right. I tried. It's like, why wouldn't I attack?
it's gonna go for a claw attack. It's gonna pull its claws up and try to rend down at you.
Bring it, bitch. Nope, it misses.
Oh, an 11
Nice.
will miss. That's all it's got. With,
Gotta be
its
quicker
single
than-
action. That will take us over to Lucius.
Lucius will like Neo Matrix dodge its attack and retaliate. An arm strike.
Superman punch.
Oh, dirty 20 will hit.
Nice.
Big damage, big damage.
It's like when Rocky punches the hanging meat. This one's just not refrigerated.
Left hook.
22 will hit.
He did
7
it.
damage. What does it look like, Lucius, as you drop the ghoul with your
Oh.
unarmed strikes?
Your hand pops through the
Oh.
body.
He's going. He's working the face. He starts working the torso, then he works the face, and just legs, left hook, and just watch some of its teeth, its fangs fly out.
Yeah.
As it
It's-
falls with a heavy thud to the ground, leaving a single undead left remaining.
That will be it for Sir Lucius.
All right. Close out Lucius's turn. Take us to Warren.
I kind of look down at that and look up. Nice. I'll turn and hit the skeleton. 16.
16 will
5
hit.
max damage.
5 damage as you drop the last skeleton. What does this look like, Warren, as he finished the last foe?
Comes down just like on top of his head, and then it kind of like impounds his spine, and then it just kind of like crumbles out and collapses.
Dropping the last of the undead, ending our initiative. The silence sort of falling back over the cemetery.
That's more than I thought, but we did pretty good, huh?
Oh, that was
Kinda
disgusting.
Kicks the ghoul a little bit.
I think I'm covered in slime.
What about
Yes.
Dead Man Flesh?
Ugh.
Oh,
Dead man flesh could definitely be used for something if dead man's remains could. I mean, that could be next level.
take your
Yeah, what's up with
pound
that?
of flesh.
Well, I'm gonna go take a look around inside.
Yeah, I'll join you. Warren does the same thing where he stretches really tall and then he kind of collapses back down on his corpse. And he starts following.
All right.
Can I
I'll
as
move,
fast? It's just
I'll move y'all down.
And I'll search the body for other things, like while I'm doing this, you know.
gotta get the bones and the organs.
Everyone give me some perception checks.
That's fair. I'll stay right at the bottom of the stairs. That last step, perception. 20.
Damn.
Two dirty 20s from our
Nice.
boys heading
Say
inside.
modifier over here. Do I see any like braziers or something I could light for light?
There would be a couple out and about. They're not lit. There would be these little strange circular bits on some of the pillars here.
Alright. Well, if we had
I
a,
was sorry.
let's say like while we wait for until I would check them, and if there's any oil in them, I would light them.
They wouldn't have any oil in them. Some of them would essentially just be these like torch
Super
heads,
old.
these large torch heads that you could probably oil up just a little bit and light them. They should
Mm.
hopefully be good.
I was wondering if I could argue for investigation.
Sure, investigation works. Don't see why not. 25.
Sorry, just gonna use the light to make the head of my staff glow. Bright for 5 feet, dim for 5 feet. Even though I have dark vision, just to help illuminate some bits.
I like
And it
that.
was 24. Just
Yeah,
so
I saw.
buried that shit.
okay, I thought you said 25.
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll start
It's a
with our
bit slow.
boys heading into the interior here. As you guys step down into the interior, this large crypt. Looking about, you can see that many of the sarcophagus, the coffins here, have all been cracked open. Some of them look like they've just been desecrated and didn't rise, while some of them look like they did rise. Lining the walls of this place, there would be many urns. Looking about, they wouldn't be marked with anything besides this large sun emblem that's sort of on the face of each urn. With a, you guys both got dirty 20s. With a dirty 20 perception from, we'll say, Warren, off to the far right side, off this direction, you get, it's almost like a magical sense that there's something over there. Beginning to move a few steps, you can see what looks like a beautiful blade sort of set into a resting place in this almost altar like setting that it's placed in. Many small unlit candles and other items of what looks like worship or remembrance sort of placed about its face.
Hmm.
And for Lucius, off to the far left, you begin to sort of ponder and look over this way. And you can see what looks like a beautiful set of like breastplate armor. It's sort of set up on display, and it has a beautiful etching of what looks like a winged bird sort of flying upward with these long tail feathers and wings sort of stretched out across the like breastplate's chest.
I think naturally Lucius would start moving forward.
Easy enough. Anything particular from Warren?
Mm,
As Lucius just begins heading inward.
Probably kind of look for a second and then like kind of at like a normal volume. I think we should wait for a hunt. Okay. And he will wait. I'll wait until it comes down, but I will move a little more center as I see him kind of entering in. Don't touch anything. Remember, we think that's why they're mad.
I mean, I'm probably gonna touch things. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Please don't.
I'll touch very
Just-
lightly. Very lightly.
Which is not at all. I'll say. We'll see.
I love it. As Lucian, you begin to move towards it, and again, it's this beautiful piece of armor. It's sort of set up on, again, almost like a mantle. There's a few items and memorabilia sort of set about its like dais it's resting on.
What's this? What's this thing in front of me? Is
It's
that like
essentially, it looks like a small, like circular globe, but it's just like made of gold, sort of set into its place, like it's a part of the fixtures here. With a brief look at it, you think it looks like it could be lit. Like if you put something in its center that would hold it, like it's supposed to be some sort of lighting fixture. But it looks very strange, oddly shaped.
you will step around. And then touch.
As you reach out and grab the breastplate, we'll go back outside to Humta. As Humta, you sort of take some of the pieces that you want from this ghoul, adding it to your collection next to those undead remains, those like little bone collection that you got. As you begin doing sort of a once over on this ghoul, looking at it, it looks like it was human at one point in its life. The little bit of knowledge that you had previously about undead, sort of adding that to the relation of ghouls. Um, it would seem like this ghoul was created not too terribly long ago. Um, even though that ghouls are usually, servants of some greater entity. At least as far as your knowledge, they're usually great henchmen for necromancers, dark magic users, because they're so pliable, especially like upon their creation in certain aspects. But this one didn't seem to have a master. It was definitely feral. Um, Searching its person, you don't find anything too particular, but you do notice that it has, fed, semi recently, anyways. It's super strange, unless there's something inside that maybe has more answers. This thing is definitely, fed.
Suspicious. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, if I've found what I'm gonna find on these, I'd probably very briefly, like literally glance at the other ghouls, but like, or skellies,
Yeah, that's
as
fair.
I'm walking in.
And they all have that weird, like piecemealed, broken, maybe once ceremonial armor. All of them having that same sort of like former honor guard readout that you guys sort of picked up in your last, read of these guys. The ghoul seeming so distinctly different from these like skeleton undead.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and head in, find out what they're up to. Oh, I've been dragged away.
As you begin to head down those stairs, it's right as Lucius, you'd be reaching out and you'd grab this breastplate. And nearby, two of the unbroken coffins, their roofs would splinter, cracking up, as you would see. Two more of these skeletons rise up in defense. Yes,
Oh,
let's go.
I think you were right.
Go ahead
I
and
know I
roll
was right.
for initiative one more time. A boo.
Are they breaking in there with you? I can't see them.
This is so
Yes.
appropriate.
Kind of deserve it. Like a lot.
I do. I do. But still save me, please.
No.
I should be allowed to misbehave and be liked. Save me, Father.
Save me, Pasha.
The two skeletons pressing out of their
Yeah.
former dwellings as they raise their rusted short swords and take swipes down towards you, Lucius. I can't believe they rolled so high. That's nuts.
At this rate, we're gonna get tetanus.
Yeah.
Oh,
An
18? Shit.
A long
Yeah.
con.
You take 5 piercing damage. The second one. Natural
Miss.
1.
Nanny.
Fail. Swinging wide. That will move us to Lucius. Very fitting.
Redeem yourself.
The one that Lucius was just the one that just attacked Lucius is the one who will attack and strike first.
Get him. 14 will hit.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, obliterating that one. Turning it
then-
into a pile of bones.
Yeah, and then clutching his wound, he'll spinning backhand towards the other one.
16 hitting. Another one shot, breaking them both with one hit each as they both clatter down to the ground and silence returns to the space once more.
And then he'll just wander back out. Don't touch anything.
But in your hands, you would have a very beautiful breastplate.
Sometimes.
Can you wear this, by the way?
Can I wear this? I'm
Yeah,
not even
try it on.
sure. I'm not gonna put this on right now after
Oh, come
everything
on.
that's going on.
Warren, come on.
I know, right? It's crazy. I wouldn't put on armor in a haunted tomb.
I mean, we
Oh, look,
already,
there's
like,
Humta.
they're
Hey,
saying-
so don't touch anything while you do.
yeah,
Get your
What was
cursed
that
armor away
noise?
from. Well, I think we learned not to touch anything.
What about you, Hunter? Would you like to try this on?
He just caused violence touching that.
It is
Yeah, but now it's
pretty
over.
armor. Pretty too heavy.
You sure you don't want to try it on, Warren?
Actually,
What's thou like to live deliciously?
not until you actually tell me what that means.
Just try it on.
See, he never answers.
Isn't a breastplate isn't that heavy armor?
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
It is medium armor, and I looked it up. And in order to
Oh.
don medium armor, it takes 5 minutes, or to doff it, to take it off, takes 1 minute. So it would take you 6 minutes to switch out your armor.
Yeah, maybe just hold on to that for later.
How heavy is it?
This particular one, it is
Um,
20 pounds.
Humta is interested.
I cannot carry it. I mean, if you want to put it on, you can. You know, there's a sword over here, but I probably wouldn't touch it.
Look how beautiful.
Okay, is there anything else in this room besides the sword, Matt?
Looking around, you can see a few of these coffins, like resting places that have been sundered, and a couple that haven't been opened yet. You can see
Hmm.
that there's 3 that are unopened. They're all on this left side. You would see it'd be this one, and this one would be unbroken, while this back one and these ones would all be shattered. Some of them
Busted.
having remains in them, some of them were maybe the ones
Hmm.
that stood up and you guys fought earlier.
All right, there's a sword in there, and I'd probably be best if nobody grabbed it.
Yeah, I'm not really willing to
I
do that
swear I
twice.
will attack them. I will attack you with the skeletons.
So I'm not really willing to do that twice.
Yeah, okay. Just keep that in mind. There's at least 3.
Okay.
Or at most 3.
Should we not dispatch them?
Here, Hamta, just touch it.
Well, it seems to only be coming alive when people pillage this. I don't think we should be stealing from the dead. But if you guys want to, we could stand over the coffins, and as soon as we grab it, just hit the ones as soon as they pop up.
That would be safest for the town.
Right.
But do you want me to carry this breastplate? Like, do you have the weight to be able to carry this, or do you need me to carry it?
I mean, I can carry it for now.
Yeah,
You
you
could
carry
just-
it for now. I don't feel like changing right now.
Okay.
Okay.
He just tucks it
Yeah.
in his explorer's pack.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and have my staff up. Everybody pick a coffin.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
ones aren't open?
It'd
This
be
is-
these 3. These are the 3 you're guessing that some may pop out of. Could be all 3, could be 1, could be 2. Bit of a gamble.
Lucius will take the back one.
Which 3? Sorry, my character is just like so blind down here.
those 3.
You don't have
So-
dark vision.
Yeah.
Can you see off of my little? I'm emanating light, right? Now you can see.
Yeah, you have light. I turned light on for you.
Yeah, I can see the
Hamza
halo.
should be able to see.
I'm covering this one.
Well, it's
But
these
I have
3
it
up here.
right now.
Yeah, it's these 3.
I've got
I'm
the
up
back
here. I'm up here.
one.
Come up here. Why are you fighting?
Sometimes just
scared.
hanging back by the already broken ones. Because all these ones back on your side, they're all busted.
Yeah, no, I said he's covering this
Are you
one. But he's
slinging?
using the
Okay.
sling.
Oh,
Yeah.
from a distance. Gotcha. You got your
Yeah.
sling
Yeah.
out. Gotcha.
Coward. I'd like to mage hand grab this sword
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
and then have my staff ready to hit whoever pops up.
Your mage hand sort of floats over the hilt and grabs it, lifting it up. As soon as it does, there's a crack and a split from all 3 of the coffins.
Yeah, we're XP farming, full clear.
As 3 undead will rise up. We'll say all of you can have attacks of opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Does using the mage hand like that cost like an action or bonus action for Warren? Like, could he have been prepping an attack as well? I'm just
What's
not
it-
sure. I don't know if I've ever had this question before.
Well, my hope was that I could have my staff at the ready to attack and then use my mage hand to do it, but it does cost an action to do mage hand, but I can have it up for a minute.
Yeah. But like using it to grab something. You
The
can use
action
it.
of grabbing, I would imagine.
Oh,
is like
I know
a
what you're
regular
saying.
action of grabbing, right?
Is it a bonus
Yeah.
action?
Which I would imagine is free action.
Oh, you can use your action to manipulate it. So
Yeah,
it's an
you can
action.
use your action to control the hand. You can use the
Okay.
hand to manipulate an object. Yeah. So it would be your action to sort of grab it and lift it up.
Yes, that's
Ah.
fine. Then I'll just have my like shield up at the ready to kind of tank it, but I'll still use my mage hand. So
I love it. So you're still up
In
there to
position.
take some aggro.
yeah.
All right. As everyone
Uh,
pops up, I will give you all advantage on this initiative roll
Woo!
since you
Hmm.
all were so prepped for this attack.
Do I click it twice, or is there a way to actually do this? Or does it ask me?
I think it asks you. It
It
should
does-
if you have the little thing set up. Have it
it
set
does
on
not ask
Corey.
me.
Don't even
20.
need the second roll.
Dang,
Okay, I got a
Lucius
20.
with the nat 20. Shit.
Can I ask initiatives? No, just normal advantage. Don't ask me, Mendel.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see. Oh,
And then we all
an
get an attack of opportunity, right?
8. Lucius and Humta, you both get an attack.
Surprise
Opportunity.
round or whatever.
You're too black.
I'm eliminating the. I'm your life. Oh, wait.
So Lucius.
Sorry,
and
no,
Humta,
continue. But
Take your attacks whenever you're good. Oh, here, let me mark them for color, just so that way we know which one's which.
well, I just realized Humta has magical tinkering as well. She could create the same light effect.
An 11 with the sling will just miss, but a 20 with the unarmed strike from Lucius will hit. Nice, one-shotting that one in the back, Lucius. Blasting it back down into the coffin it just rose from. And that will take us to our turn of initiative to Lucius.
Then, hearing the rock thud at the wall behind him and not hearing the crumble, he will swing around and backhand.
Crack. Hit him with a bonus action.
Oh God!
Ooh, 7 missing from Lucius. That undead wavering slightly as it's trying to get out of its coffin to start hitting you guys.
You have one more?
Oh yeah, I have one more, right?
Yeah, your bonus action, your offhand.
You already.
Is
That
you
was the
took
one
your
you just tried
surprise
to
round?
make. Was your bonus action?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
I
the
thought we
first
had
one
a
was the attack
surprise.
of opportunity, and then it started his turn.
Oh yeah. You're right. Sorry, they're just so close.
Yeah.
So I do have one more.
Yeah, you got bonus action.
Okay.
12 just
Guys,
hitting the
Oh,
undead.
See, it's not my fault. He's just really wibbly.
he is
He's
really
wobbly.
wiggly.
As you
He's sitting half boarded in the lid of his coffin.
hitting this thing as hard as you can, it manages to maintain its form.
What?
Damage
is
that
a-
you did being not enough.
This is a new finding.
Oh yeah, I think your health is 9 or 10. Super emo.
Anything else for Lucius here? Any movement for him?
No. No.
All right. I'll close out Lucius. Take us to Warren.
I'm gonna hit the green one. Bop. Quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff to the face.
An
11 just missing.
Save us, Hamta.
So it's my turn.
Oh, that will take us to the skeleton's turn.
Mine's telling me no.
Blue will take a crack over your way, Lucius.
Oh God.
Dodge it.
Oh,
21.
that'll hit.
I said dodge it.
Takes
You
Oh, you
idiot.
sank my battleship.
You don't listen.
As you feel a blade cut into your abdomen, Lucius, as it pulls out, the light
He
sort of
just
begins to
drops.
tunnel vision as you fall back.
My elemental.
Lucius going
weapon.
unconscious.
I
As
thought we healed you up. When did you take damage, bro?
When I touch the things, just barely.
Oh, did the breastplate get you? Don't do drugs, kids.
The
Better
green
than Mighty Mo-
undead will swing over your way, Warren.
I didn't do anything.
17.
Ooh.
Oh, it misses.
17
Oh my God.
missing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
holy
To your
shit.
shield purchase. Let's go.
I almost did a 2-head attack to knife the shield. I was like, no, he's tanking. He'd have it out. Oh,
Good call, dude. Good call. As your shield braces the short sword swing, that will take us to Humta to close out the round.
I'm gonna try to take down the blue one.
Get
Slingshot.
him. Get him, Humta.
That's not my slingshot. I clicked on my inventory instead of the attack. God,
No.
why? It's so dark.
No.
It's so dark in here. Your shot clattering around on the back walls behind the undead.
Okay,
do this.
okay. I will move in and I'll bonus action Hungry Jaws.
Ew.
Oh, get him.
Yeah,
Ew.
disgusting.
Get him.
This is for you, Lucius. You better be fucking grateful.
Nice.
A 13 will hit.
Pick me up with mind powers.
6
Hit me like a
slashing.
bow.
Oh, you gotta flavor. How do you take out the blue undead? You gotta flavor that one.
He just like lunges for the neck and kind of like catches like the top rib and the collarbone, and then he just like rips it out.
Just shakes
And
it like a
shakes
dog.
Yeah, he shakes it and then like rips it out, and then he like shakes his head some more as he's spitting it out like.
Gross.
And I get some temporary hit points from that. I think I get 2.
Get
What do I get?
you gain temporary equal to your proficiency bonus. Yeah, so you gain 2 temporary hit points.
Nice. What a gross way to get 2 HP.
Absolutely disgusting. But I'll stay where I am.
Solid turn. That will close out our round to bring us to Lucius. I need a
Get
death
up.
saving throw.
A death saving.
15 will be 1 success.
Nice.
Yay.
That will move us over to Warren.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just hit him with the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
14 will
14.
hit, my guy.
5
damage,
Kill him dead.
double
That's
Yeah.
enough.
Just enough. How do you take out the last undead in
Oh.
this room?
I think he just looks over at Lucius and then he like kind of like, oh man, just like thrusts the end of his staff into the chest and it just kind of like gets brittle, breaks, and then collapses around it.
Mhm. So you boom, bring it down, similar to one of your first kills of these guys, dropping it all the way through its form as it breaks into pieces.
All right, do you want to wait and see if he makes it on his own, or should we get to it?
Warren's a tough love dad.
All right. What does that do?
Keeps him from having to roll death saves.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll go ahead and cure wounds.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my last spell slot. Throwing that out there. Used
Oh,
it
you
all
know
on
what?
you,
Wait.
Lucius.
No, don't do it. Let
Don't
me
do
use
it?
mine. That way we each have one, just in
Okay.
case.
Call,
Just
good
in
call.
case. There you go.
Nice, dude. Big heal.
Nine.
Oh hell yeah.
That's-
Full health.
That's full health for Lucius. As you gasp in real deep on the ground.
Oh god, okay. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah, you keep saying that. You remind me of my son Boffin. He He's always off to a random shit getting into trouble. He's a free spirit, as he calls himself, or an artist, whatever that is. Anyway, there's a sword there.
Look at
Somebody
that.
wants it. And he just kind of starts like limping off.
How much does this play, Matt?
Grabbing this and checking it out, you would see that this is a where is it? This is a long sword, and it weighs 3 pounds. It would be
Long
sort of gleaming at the very bottom of the blade, right above the sort of handguard, like hilt. You would see a similar sort of bird with its wings outstretched, like it's flying straight up, just etched very like beautifully into the little bottom part of the blade. Matches the breastplate.
Just add this to the collection, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone can even use that. It's a martial weapon.
Yeah, we can always sell it.
Yeah. We earned this.
Alright, I guess. One more room. Is
Great,
everybody,
Robux.
anybody hurt? Everybody okay?
Not anymore.
Good.
But I don't suggest dying. It's not as great as.
Oh. I don't want to be that guy, but technically you're just unconscious.
Conscious
just-
dead. Same
It's
thing.
just, well, you have to walk away so fast. Remember last time?
I'm gonna cast magical tinkering on one of my sling rocks so I can have some extra light. I'd like to look
Ooh.
around before we leave. I'd never seen this place, so I'm curious.
Yeah, I think we're trying to go further in. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wait, Karen. Let's see.
Humta advises to be careful. Humta
Right.
noticed the ghoul had fled recently.
Hey, with
Very
that magic.
strange.
With that magical tinkering, it says you can do it to any number of item. They just can't have double the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So could I cast the light bit 2 more times? That'd be a total of 3. And do the other 2 on like the sling bullets and throw them ahead.
Sure.
So I'll do that. So I'll kind of throw it over here, just for some light. And also my staff. Boop. Just for flavor's sake. Take those off. Oh, look at that. Gobbed is gob. He said, let there be light.
Let there be
God
light.
is good.
That's really cool, though. Yeah, throw that on. That's perfect. And one on the other side. And
I can follow suit, light up the other 2 corners.
fair. It'd be easy to find to pick back up and like keep rolling them.
That's fair. Did you want to throw 2 more out?
Yes, sir. I'm not using it on
Like
anything
back
else.
here and back here.
Oh, I was thinking like over here.
Or up here and up there. No, I like that too. I was just asking just for that reason.
As you sort of enter this part of the crypt itself. Yeah,
Back
sort of
doors.
get this cat. Come on, my little garbage.
Egg.
As you enter this part of the mausoleum, you can see that all of the sort of beautiful little tombs, these coffins, would all be unopened. You
Mm.
can even see the one up on the top dais would also be unopened.
No,
Yes.
don't like that.
Sort of throwing out some of these stones, the first 2 sort of fully lighting up the space. Throwing one further over to that right side. You can see there would be what looks like this wrought iron gate door and sort of takes up that whole entryway, and it would be open. Throwing one over to sort of that far left side. You can see it looks like another one of those wrought iron gate doors, though you'd be able to see through it and you would see that it looks like a tunnel collapse has happened, sort of blocking off that left side path. Even if you were to unlock this particular gate that isn't open on the left side, there's nothing to get to besides collapsed tunnel unless you wanted to dig.
Well, left side is no good. Does anybody check the right?
I will remind you, Lucius, not to touch anything in here.
Yeah. No touching. Just walking, right? Walking through doors? Walking through this door.
Um,
Well, isn't it locked? Is it not locked?
This one on the right
Steps on
side
through.
is not locked.
Oh,
It is,
yeah.
it is like wrenched open.
yeah, wait, maybe we like to pick up my marble and toss it here if I can.
Toss
Yeah,
it
I
further
mean-
down the hallway.
Yeah, just to leave it in.
This one's pointless, so I guess I'll go grab it, take it back, so that I can be ready to toss it.
Beautiful.
Am I able to move that myself, or are you?
Nah, I just got rid of it. You just let me know, and I'll
Okay.
paste a new one out for you.
It's just glowing in my pocket.
Yeah, just like it's like you left your light on your phone.
Yeah.
As you guys walk down this particular hallway, all of you just give me some perception checks as you enter this next space.
This was way bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Woo!
Actually, let's just let me. I'll kind of cut my way up front, keep my shield up, just in case. All right.
Shall I shed some light?
Yeah, he can be really great.
I'll toss it
Person.
this way. Oh, you got my spot exactly. Thank you, God.
Got you.
Um,
Throw it in there. It's mainly you, Humta. It's Lucius and Warren were probably already checking out the space, and this is
Yeah, they're
mainly
targeted.
for your
Yeah.
your benefit.
He's just like
Uh.
wide-eyed in the dark. He can't see shit.
All right. What do we see, Gubbed?
As you guys begin to take in the space, Warren, as you begin to look around on your left side, you can see what looks like a beautiful altar. Looking at some of the effigies and some of the fixtures, you could see that all of it would be directed towards the sun god, Lathander, the Dawn Father. You would see this sort of stand-up golden fixture of what looks like a beautiful hammer, and right behind the hammer, almost like a backdrop, would be this beautiful, like, golden sun. And looking at some of the other pots and pans and some of these more like, ritual ornate figures about, they would all be sort of loosely fixtured or attuned or designed in like a sun or light aesthetic. Um, Looking about the space, Lucius, you glance off to the right, where all of you can see what looks like three, sarcophagus. These large stone beds that seem to be rested here up on this raised platform here in this back room. The left and right ones flanking would look identical. It would look sealed. There wouldn't look to be a actual top to them, like it's one solid sheet of stone that's been placed down on top of the actual remains. Whereas the center one, that's sort of raised up on its own dais, would very much look like it is a very classic coffin style sarcophagus, where it looks like this heavy lid is placed upon it. Its entire make and design would be of a beautiful white gold. It would have these thick etchings and sort of emboldened sections that would detail clouds with rays of sunlight breaking through in this almost like abstract pattern that goes all throughout the entire coffin's design. On the left and right side of it would be these golden braziers that are sort of small, especially just for their design. They look like a brazier, but much smaller, like mini. And they would be unlit, no lighting fixtures or anything in them. They're just sort of placed like like ornaments, very formal. But all three of you taking in this sight of an entirely gold, master crafted coffin lying before you.
So did anybody find anything good in here?
Humta sees only darkness.
I mean,
Mhm.
hold on. Really just seems to be really extravagant burial. I want to check out the sarcophagus more and see if it has matching symbols to the door. Still want to figure out if I can see whose this is.
Give me an investigation check.
17.
17. You would see the designs are very reminiscent of the door. Looking at its formation and sort of how it's all placed, give me a religion check. Yeah, give me a religion check. I would say any of you could give me a religion check,
Okay.
especially if Warren is sort of like saying what he's sort of thinking out loud as he's sort of investigating this thing so closely.
Religion.
On
10. That's okay. That's okay.
Ugh.
Oh, a big 18 from Hamta. This feels so weirdly fitting.
Right.
Natural 1 for Lucius. Lucius, you're maybe just sort of lost as you look about, as you don't really know what any of the effigies or the religious fixtures or religious connotations may be, but almost every like little fixture in this room is gold. Everything on your left, the little raised up platform, there's little built-in shelves. There are all these gold cups and bowls and dishes and little light holders, and that sort of large central figure of what looks like a bird in the sun. It's this like beautiful design of Lathander, like it's like this various art piece, as well as the all entire gold sarcophagus to the right. The material aspect that's really catching your eye.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that for Lucius, not seeing anything in particular that particular like value, he starts looking at all the things that he might be able to touch and steal. But keeps repeating out loud, "Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything."
Hello.
they seem more concerned.
I love that. And as Humta is sort of like watching Warren, probably just saying some of his loose findings, like, well, it's ancient, possibly religious context, that with the effigies, just sort of Humta chiming in, maybe this like sort of joined thought process you guys have had sometimes, like, nights sharing rooms at the inn and such like that, or around campfires. But with Humta's addition on the religious aspect, um, whoever it is buried here, while there's no key details giving it away, but whoever is buried here must have been a very powerful, high ranking, or high prestigious member of the Church of the Dawn Father. Guessing by all the raised undead that rose up, they were all likely this paladin's honor guard, uh, buried with them to serve in the afterlife. Something not too terribly uncommon. Um, Maybe slightly uncommon for the Church of Lathander. Definitely an old school practice, very old school. Um, but definitely not common knowledge material. This is something you have to do a little bit of research on, but you have some info to go on.
Hmm.
Does anything look disturbed in here? Like any indication of what's going on?
I'll say with the 17, you'd be able to tell that it looks like at some point someone did try to take a crowbar to the lid of this coffin, where you can see a bit of like a chip and impression, where it looks like someone tried to enter this before that was it. It doesn't look like it was open, but it looks like there was an attempt to.
Hmm. I said no other body around that looks more recent, like maybe a grave robber.
No, as you look around, there may be some dried spatters of blood out and about. You can maybe see some bloody footprints that you could assume were probably the ghouls, as it was maybe resting in here.
Mm.
Oh,
But nothing else too discerning.
so far, really nothing that's like, oh, this is what's causing it all.
No, nothing
Okay.
that's like jumping out to you guys right now.
But we all noticed this area over here, right? This.
Yes, that little cave-in section off to that sort of left-hand side.
Oh, so that's not like a further in. It's just caved. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Oops,
Oh. God.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't go into the back rooms.
The back rooms.
You almost glitched through. That
Um.
happens. You had a magic stone in your pocket and you were touching the wall.
Yeah. All that arcane energy, the spell weaves crossed.
I get it. You know.
Yeah, Humta would just be like, we should not disturb this room. If whatever's in there rises, it would be much stronger.
Yeah, I think maybe we're done taking stuff. Let's just do a once
Sure.
over. Yes, we're sure.
There might be something good in there, though.
There
Why do you think
probably
you would get in
is.
there?
Treasure?
Aren't you curious? Just a little bit.
No,
Not even a
Hum-
little.
not in this
Humta is a
instance.
little curious, not curious enough.
Yeah, the risk reward's not there.
I mean, haven't we kind of taken care of it, though?
No,
Humta suspects not.
some paladin skeleton. I don't think I'm ready to take that.
Mm.
I'll come back when we're level 3.
What?
Er,
Crazy old man talk.
Is that something one of your kids told you again?
XP this.
That's what all
Bonus
the kids are
action
saying.
that. Okay, old man.
Okay, but what about
Yeah.
all this stuff? Do you think that anybody will miss any of this?
Any
He
of
points
what?
to all the
No,
little gold cups and stuff
it's
in front of him.
probably something that's gonna wake him up.
Do you think this will wake him up?
I think it will.
The gate can lock, can it not?
Should we test the
gate.
theory out?
What gate locks?
The gate we came through. So like, the idea is that if they come to life, we can run out and then just close the gate.
That's the door again.
Yeah, it's the door again.
Just
That's
leave
not
this
a
one
permanent solution.
dummy. They don't need to know
Uh,
that this one got woken up.
I would like to just double check, like, if it seems like the lock on this door would work.
Yeah, give me a investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, that door.
Natural 20 investigation.
Oh, damn.
I'm
As you
Phillips
go up and check that gate, you can see that a crowbar had been taken to the locking mechanism of this and just peeled it back, and it was essentially just kicked in. It's very crudely opened up.
I didn't find this crowbar on the ghoul, did I?
You did not. You did not. No remains were left in this place. But what I will say, with a natural 20, as you maybe see this and Humta begins to head back, you begin to see what looks like a seam in the wall. Right here to your right, you can see what looks like an impression where a door should be. Seeing what looks like a small, like, indent, which maybe just looks like chipped stone. You sort of reach in and can feel a small lever that you think if you
Oh.
switched, it would open a hidden door.
Oh.
Come, party. Humta has found something strange.
Do you want to have a party?
Strange, you say? What did you find that?
Bring Humta's rock.
Grab it.
I dragged it over for you.
I'll hold it up, like point out the scene.
As you sort of like move it along the edges, it takes a bit of a minute, but Warren and Lucius, you can begin to see where a pretty clean, sized door piece is. You can see the seam where it will probably slide like inward, like out of the way.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
without even question, like Lucius would start opening it.
We didn't come all this way.
Like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah. Can I keep you outside for
I'll
now?
swat your hand away, but I'll open it. It just feels right. I earned this, and I have claws.
No,
I'll
that's
bite
fine.
you.
So as you sort of press that little lever, the stone door almost moves back a half inch and then begins to slide into the wall itself, revealing a small set of stairs that descend down into a very small square room. Immediately as the wall is immediately as the wall is receded into itself, the pungent smell of iron and sulfur hits your nose. Smells hot and humid as soon as you begin to look inside this space as light fills it. As you maybe hold your hand up, Humta, and illuminate the space fully, you can see what looks like a iron sarcophagus with chains latched across its top.
Oh my god.
And you would see it resting on what looks like this golden interwoven bed, sort of keeping it just barely raised above a maybe 2 foot deep pool of what looks like bubbling, churning red liquid, like a deep crimson, almost syrupy at times as it bubbles up.
Yum.
I wish Craig could capture how horrified my face is right now.
Right, this is fucked.
But I'm familiar with strange liquids. Do I have any inclination what this
Taste
could be?
it.
I will not taste it.
Come on.
I'll say in the spirit of your natural 20, this smells a lot like blood.
Blood.
That was what I was imagining.
Yep.
Horrific.
Yep. That's what I thought too.
I would like to take a tentative step. And can I toss my magic rock in the blood?
Sure. As soon as you sort of toss your
Throw a
magic rock,
non-magic rock in.
toss it into the blood, and almost immediately it is fully consumed, hearing a bit of bubbling and fizzling as it is dissolved and destroyed.
What do you see in there?
Horrible things. Bubbling blood.
Explains
Yeah, and
the smell.
I'll describe. Ew. I'll describe it for anyone who couldn't see it already.
Does it look like anything's been tampered with?
I guess I'll hold up the other. So I have the one I left behind in the last chamber. I have the one I threw in the blood right now, and then I have one in my hand that I'm just holding with me in general. So I'll just kind of hold that up in front of me and maybe try to examine the walls and the ceiling, the room in general.
They're all
Yeah.
bleeding.
like holding the stone up and looking at the walls, you can see various runes, very largely, painted and carved in to all three of the solid walls of this room. One large sigil placed on each wall, each one different.
Humta can use the last of his magic to inspect the arcane workings of this room more thoroughly.
Detect magic.
Do it.
Yes, sir. All right, if everyone's in agreement,
Delete.
I will burn my last spell slot. Cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic. What does detect magic look like for Humpta? Is it just the light up of the eyes again? Just like a emboldening?
Yeah, we'll say it's a lot more intense than that guidance, difference between a cantrip and whatnot.
Sure.
And I'll say maybe there's a slight like aura over his whole body, but it's like his eyes are like spotlights, especially if you were able to detect magic, watching him detect magic.
That's cool. As your vision lights up, taking in the space. The bubbling liquid pool, it's sort of ever constant. It's shimmering with magic, like it's glittering throughout. When it sort of pops and boils in spots, you can almost see these bursts of magic be emitted. It is giving off a very powerful evocation and a little bit of necromancy, as well as a little bit of almost like illusion, enchantment as well. It's very much like this hodgepodge, strange mixture of magic. Um, the runes on each of the walls would each have a different, almost like flavors of abjuration magic, as well as enchantment magic on all three of the walls. Um, the actual chains and coffin and that sort of grounding fixture that keeps the coffin just barely touching the surface of this, bubbling pool of water. Um, they would all almost be like anti magic. They would almost look void as you would glance through your vision at them. Um, though, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Even though the coffin, chains, and that sort of holding up all seem like void of magic, they're all meant to conceal or negate or stop. A 17 for your Arcana check. As you maybe focus in on the coffin, maybe on the interior, you pick up a very powerful, very pure necrotic magic being held within the coffin. Very much getting the vibe that it is being purposefully kept here. All of these things meticulously in place to ensure that this thing is sealed and hidden and never opened.
Yeah, so in the same way that oh God, I'm blanking. That Warren described, that casket, whatever, the sarcophagus.
Mhm.
I would be describing all the different things I'm observing through my magic eyes. How long does that last? Like a minute?
10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess before we're done, assuming nothing happens, I'd like to check out the other room with my magic eyes. But yeah, for now, just describe all that.
For sure.
Very nasty, very bad.
Well, don't open that box.
Yeah, you should try and shut this again.
Yes.
And hide it away from everybody forever.
Yeah.
Okay, back up. Ugh. Just gonna backtrack. That looks like Bad News Bears.
You're gonna-
Unless you guys want to open it and pledge your fealty to whatever's
Yeah, I was gonna say,
inside.
we want a patron. We were talking about a sponsor earlier.
Oh, sponsor, you say.
Yeah.
Do you think this will be a good one?
It seems like such a shame. Like as a player, I'm so fucking
I
curious.
know. I just want to open
Right.
it.
I want to open it. I want to open the box of doom.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
But yeah, I'll try to close this door again.
Easy enough, I'll say, since you had such a solid last investigation, you were able to find the little handle, sort of reaffix it, and seal the entrance back up.
All right.
Um,
Hit this with your magic eyes.
yeah, I'll glance through the hallway with my magic eyes.
With my
And
magic
then-
eyes.
I'll go ahead and look around this room as well. With my rock. Down one magic rock.
Down one magic rock.
Make another.
Yeah, I can. I guess that's easy enough.
Well, go ahead. Give me one more Arcana check, just for flavor.
Okay.
Just for funsies. You're already on a roll. Let's see. how you do.
Oh,
23.
23. Damn, son. That's insane. As you move over and begin to check out some of the other materials in here. Nothing on the left-hand side. All the small gold effigies, fixtures, bowls, and cups and goblets on the left-hand side. None of that would be magical.
so safe to touch.
And looking over on the right-hand side, you can't see anything within the left or right sarcophagus. You think that the stone container that they're in may be too thick for you to get a solid read on
Yeah,
what's
that makes
inside of
sense.
them. And the gold sarcophagus in the center, it would have a fairly strong aura of divination coming from inside of it, but it would definitely seem to be muffled. But other than that, you wouldn't pick up any other magic in this place.
Hmm. Yeah, I just described that. And I'd warn them that just because I can't see anything in the stone ones doesn't mean there's nothing there.
I think it's worth the risk.
Of opening them?
No, me taking all of this stuff right here.
And the crowbar's not in here either, right?
No.
I don't
No
think he
crowbar.
tried to open something in here and left. I mean, you can see the mark.
Oh wait, I got so distracted by all this. I remember you said that the gate out there had been messed with by a crowbar, but is it lockable or was it the lock? Like I
Yeah,
forget
it was
that.
Yeah,
like
it
the
was the
lock
lock that
that
got
was
messed
like
up.
wrenched back.
Okay, so it can't relock.
It cannot. It can shut. So if you find like some way to like keep it shut, it should be fine,
Mhm.
but it won't lock on its own.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, what do we want to do?
I would like to take the cups and also try to sell them.
Are you saying that or are you doing it?
All right.
I am saying that. Before
All right,
I
Stim.
do it.
I'm not gonna stop you. It's whatever happens, happens. He's just ready if you want to loot. Face the consequences. Let me just get a quick save real quick. You just
Quick save.
yeah, we'll just come back just in case.
You guys
I'm just
can
saying, it
you
could be
guys
worth a
can
lot of
return.
money.
Mm,
And you said yourself, these don't seem magical.
that is true. Humta feels conflicted. Humta will leave, and you will do what you do.
As they are walking out, I will touch one of the cups to see what happens.
You touch one of the cups and nothing Nothing happens as you touch it.
Yeah, I said you could. I'm not gonna stop you.
He starts putting cups in his bag.
Give me a sleight of hand check. It's for flavor's sake. Too crucial. Ooh, an 18. You grab a pretty big goblet, throw it in the bag. Nothing happens in a split second. You grab a pretty big bowl, throw it in the bag. Nothing happens. You see your friends beginning to leave. What would Lucius like to do?
He will grab one more item on his way out.
Give me one more sleight of hand just for funsies as you're like, okay, taking a step, your eyes sort of turns over, seeing one more thing.
Oh!
5. As you grab what looks like a very large bowl, you sort of reach out and grab it and knock over 2 or 3 more of the cups that clatter down to the ground. Your 2 friends alerted as they look back, seeing you with the large bowl in your hand, a couple of cups on the ground, but nothing happening.
Okay, how much should all 3 of those things weigh?
So your the large goblet and the 2 large bowls that you got, each of those will weigh 1 pound each.
Okay.
Luckily, gold isn't a very heavy metal.
Said 3 pounds each?
1 pound each, so 3 pounds collectively. Sorry, I may have misspoke.
No, I think I misheard.
Might as well grab it all. Or
I mean,
here.
I can if you want.
Yeah. I was worried about retribution. What was over here? Is this anything?
It's a very large stone sarcophagus with like some gold inlaid sections, but no discerning details on it besides a very similar bird crest sort of on its face where it looks like this bird, the widespread wings flying upward.
Do my magic eyes notice anything different about this room now?
Looking around this room, you would see that all 4 of these sarcophagus on your left and right, they all are giving off a very faint necrotic energy to them.
No.
But the stone sarcophagus up to the top doesn't seem to give off any energy. You can't tell if it's because it's too thick or what, but all the ones on the side give off very faint necrotic energy.
Humta detects necromancy from all sarcophagi along the walls.
Don't like that.
Why is this happening? I still don't understand what was taken. I mean, I know now we've also taken things. I don't think we... Yeah, I'm conflicted. We could try and open one. Or we can leave and, I mean... This is old. It's not like it's anybody's family resting place. We could always just seal it back up and maybe come back later. One day or just check up on the town. Or both, or we can run. Yeah, lots of options. And he sits down on the steps. Sorry, sometimes the old leg just wears in a little bit. Just gotta take a little.
Well, I mean, I think I think I'm
ledge
done
off here.
spring, personally. This will cover my portion, at least, as he like shows bowls in the goblet.
It's
Then
true.
I will do whatever.
Mm. Humta is concerned for another fight so soon. And that room, he just nods his head, in the room we all know we're talking about, seems like very, very bad news.
Okay. But
Maybe we should have a Humta go check out the other two rooms with the other, found the breastplate and the sword.
yeah, that's fair. All right. 1 second. I'm gonna double check and make sure that fucking hidden trap thing is hidden one more time.
Hmm.
What, this
And
room?
yeah, I just want to make sure it's not that easily found again.
There wasn't any
then-
like weird illusionary things going on with this over here, right, Humta?
Humta can look.
Oh
Nothing
yeah,
Humta
you see
saw.
it.
Okay.
And then I just want to do one more check in this main room. Not this main room, but this one. I just want to double check this little cave-in fall apart thing is really just like there's nothing hidden around there.
Yeah, giving it all a check or once over. It all looks fairly natural. Done some time ago, you guys.
And then does it look like anybody took the crowbar to the other two or just the main one?
Just the main one, yeah. The other two don't look like they have like a top
Any
you could do
top.
that to. They almost look like a large coverall that's just like draped on top of whatever
Oh.
coffin is inside of it.
I see. And does it look like he was able to get inside of this?
Not that you
Cold
guessed
thing?
from your earlier investigation. Looks like they were probably thrown off by something, stopped somehow.
Hmm. Okay. So make sure to try to figure out what's going on with that. The
I'll
mark.
take this rock. Give me my rock.
Get your rock.
I'll probably
I
just
do
leave
have-
it.
I do have 3 rocks again. Because I did take it from my slingshot reservoir, so I just wanted to note that.
Good call. Good call.
But as requested, I'll check the other 2 rooms that have already been looked at. My
Yeah, I'll
new magic eyes.
go with him.
So is
Look,
this one of them? I haven't been here.
look with your special eyes.
Giving this room a once over. That sort of central, strange, unlit torch, like sconce, strange thing, gives off a very faint enchantment magic, as well as like maybe like a little bit of evocation. You're unsure exactly what it does, but nothing else in here gives off anything. All the broken coffin and sarcophagus in here all seem inert. No magic being given off.
I want to
Yeah,
use.
I'll put that up.
I want to use my fire starter to light this.
You have one?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh yeah, because I'm a rock gnome. I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's an artificer thing.
It feels like it, but yeah, no.
Yeah. So when produces a small little flame.
Easy enough.
And
Is
Make
Lucius with us?
he's somewhere nearby.
I don't like him being supervised for so. Okay,
He just
there
has
he
like
is.
more
Sorry,
stuff
right
for some
here.
reason. What the fuck?
It looks like it needs like some sort of like actual like fire head put into it. So it looks like you can maybe break off a head of a torch and like wedge it in place, and you could light that.
Oh, I
It's
see.
kind of it looks more like a holder than like an actual like torch itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then if it is allowed and permitted, I would like to break off the head of a torch and put it in.
Easy enough. Go ahead and remove a torch from your inventory, my good sir. As you easily break off the head at the neck, just a little bit below the actual head, and get it
In
affixed in
there.
this weird holder.
Light it.
As you go to light it, it does not light. It won't catch. As hard as you try, it just doesn't catch.
Well, let's go check out the other room. I'll leave that there.
I did not expect a whole dungeon crawl in our first session.
Going
He's
into classic
thinking-
D&D, baby. This is the route.
Yeah, dude.
Heading in here, the last lingering minutes of your detect magic, you would look at everything in here, nothing giving off any magic, but a similar sort of evocation with mainly enchantment magic vibe being given off this central basin here in the center of the room. It would look fairly large. It would stand maybe 2 or 3 feet up with these little legs that keep it raised just a little bit around your chest area, maybe the waist for some of the taller folk. And it would look to be empty, featuring no liquid inside of it.
Pour the oil in it.
I don't have any oil on me.
I don't think I do either.
My pack didn't come with any, and I didn't buy any.
Can you grease it? Can you
Uh,
pour your grease in it?
I can't do my last spell slot.
I don't think that's how it works.
And it would be like probably all over the fucking roof. It's a
We
real
summon
wide
something
net.
and we all slip like Scooby Doo style.
Dude, how we die.
I mean, I'll put a torch in there. I don't think that'll work, but but we can try.
Try it.
Yeah, if you light it for me, I'll put one of my torches in there. I'll take that off my inventory.
Yeah, I'll light it.
Yeah, you sort of awkwardly place the torch in this like basin, and it'll light. It'll sit there sort of awkwardly and light.
Did we do it?
Did we summon the spirits of old time?
We might need something more magical. I don't know if
I
you
do not
found
want the
anything
boiling
else.
blood.
All right. Can I search some of the buses? No. I'm trying to think where anything would be for this. All right. Well, what do we want to do? I mean, we could go through all the sarcophagi, look for clues.
Oh, I think we're about to lose Craig.
We could head back to town.
Craig, don't be a quitter.
Well, we should definitely go collect our gold.
We're gonna kick Craig out real quick and get him back in. Get out of here, Craig.